Hey guys, just waiting on a few more people to turn up. We're pretty much almost good to go. Getting there on the final few people turning up, and we shall see what occurs on the pirate ship today. Hopefully they're not all going to die, because they were saying that the combat was a little bit easy, so I have slightly increased the difficulty. But we shall see what occurs. Well, happy days.
Oh, right, who are we waiting on?
Well, Bash said he was going to be a little bit late. Said yeah, around about 20 minutes or so. That was earlier. He said he'd try and get here as soon as possible.
Right, let me get into roll 20. Get my webcam set up. Roll 20. Oh, damn, I've not checked my makeup or anything. Is my room tidy? Not really.
Sure, you'll be fine. I mean, my hair's just a fucking mess, but it's my lockdown throw. I'm keeping it.
I was gonna say that's your look. That's your look.
It's a solid look.
The look I've been sporting for many a year.
Hello, it's good boy. I got the spare duvet from the other room and put it on the floor in here, so Huska's got a place to sleep. I won't show. So I'm up late.
Dear Wilkins.
Oh, party people.
I can hear a Wilkins.
Two of them.
Happy days. Oh yeah, at some point I will be doing
searching
some
lots of other
one-shots
characters
and
today.
At the moment, this is a
Healing
standalone
Druid.
campaign.
I can't remember the name of the school.
But I will be doing
Druids
some other campaigns at some point with some one-shots.
They
There's the Discord. If you join that,
are
I'll be putting information
Field
in
of
the
Bees,
Discord
whatever
at some point.
Druid.
Field of Bees.
The bees.
Something like that.
Sparrows.
You're right, yeah.
It's something weird. Circle of Dreams.
Oh.
Field of Bees. Circle of Dreams. Fucking yeah. So
It's
easy to
similar.
confuse the two.
Better than a circle jerk.
Oh, depends who
Oh,
you're
yeah.
getting it off of.
Okay. One way to pass an evening. Right, there we go. And 'tis I, Rex.
Oh, a wild mastiff has appeared.
Wild Master Eve. I've got my hat on today. Look, you can see myself cut. Have I still got the bald patch on the top?
Yes,
Yes.
do, yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Yeah, clippers are hard, you know? They're just, especially when I was using a beard trimmer. It's like,
It's not
put on like the
ideal.
maximum setting and was like, fuck!
You're not a professional. It's fine.
Hey, maybe at this point if you paid for that, but at the moment I'm not too sure. I'm working
it
on
was
it.
on by
probably in
myself
the
during
next
the
couple of
lockdown
weeks.
because
It'll
I can't go
probably be
outside
on
and
a
touch people.
Saturday
Jesus.
Whoa.
afternoon or early
Sounds a bit-
evening.
Can't do it, can you? Can't be
Just need to get a few more
intimate
players
contact
together.
with.
And
You can
Can't
do that
touch you.
probably
people
within a couple of
normally.
weeks, but I'll
In the
keep Discord
old times, we
updated
used to touch
with
each other all the
any
time. You know, you go shake people's out. You meet someone, you're like, "Oh, let me touch you." Oh, there you go. Give each other a good touch,
It's all about that touch.
and then you touch your and then you touch your faces and stuff, and then that's how I got in Tiger that one time.
Yeah, and then you decided that you couldn't play football anymore because you got impotent.
Well, yeah, because you're super contagious. I didn't want to like rub my face on people while I was like falling apart.
So these guys are
Yeah.
chaotic good,
So I had the face
supposedly. Some of
aids.
them are a bit leaning
Yeah.
towards neutral and possibly
And then
evil, but they are meant to be
Someone
chaotic
kicked you in
good,
the
most
face,
of
they
them.
would have got it.
Apart from the pally, obviously. He's
So I,
good and
if
righteous.
anything, I was looking out for you guys, so that I could then, in the near future, touch you again.
Mhm.
And Captain What ship is rather fancy looking.
Ooh.
It is a fancy looking ship.
Oh, it is. I'm hoping is it like the TARDIS?
traveling.
Like bigger on the
Okay.
inside, is that what you mean?
Yeah, you go in and it's like fucking massive.
The dimension.
Not really.
What? I thought this was a magical world.
It is,
Oh,
but it's not a
is my
magical
wife-
ship. It's just a normal ship.
It's the white balance gone weird on my webcam again.
Yeah,
Yep.
you've gone super weird again.
Oh,
You're going Casper.
it's what
Look
happens
like-
when you buy a. It's when you use a webcam that you found in a box that looks like it's probably like 50. Because it's bragging about being 720p. It's got it written all over it, like 720p HD, 30 frames per second, high fidelity. Like they're not good stats.
They were.
They were
Yeah, back in the
back
day,
in 2004.
best things ever.
Yeah, how's that? That looks more normal, doesn't it?
It does. That looks better.
Better.
I fixed that by turning off the automatic one. Apparently, the previous
Thanks a
setting
lot,
is how
Draco Diamond,
it's like
for
a
the
good.
follow, buddy.
It's like it's a feature.
Super feature.
It's not a bug.
It's a feature.
Working as intended.
Alright. Still, the frame rate's weird, so if I go from side to side, I go all like.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, your head's wobbling.
That is a good head wobble.
That's a top end webcam. Like,
This one you sent me is
It
not
is
too
well.
bad. It's
yeah,
a cheap one.
that's the fancier one.
Yeah.
I googled it. That's worth twice. The other one's twice as much as my one.
It was like, I googled it too, it was about 50 quids.
Yeah, this one's like 25. So, quick maths.
Maths. Thanks a lot. I'm pretty sure we'll kick some ass and chew some bubblegum. This campaign's been going on for about 40 hours or so now. We just hit
Doing
level 6 on Monday. We've just started at level 1. So
Wonders.
happy days.
It's muted at the moment.
Just wait.
Howdy. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face full of food.
You're right, buddy.
Hey,
You
buddy.
enjoy your food.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, Bash said he's try and get here soon as, but it might get to 20 past before he turns up.
Let's do our pre-match or pre-main fight admin. We were going to rest, weren't we?
Yeah,
We have rested.
I've already hit
Oh,
you
we
up
have.
with a resty rest.
Oh, we rested. Was it uneventful? We weren't touched in the night.
You
anyone.
were not touched.
My alarm spell worked. Well, I don't know whether it worked.
The alarm spell was not triggered, so
I think
The
alarming
trigger.
happened.
Everyone who's not aware, you can adjust the music audio by looking on menu live, looking at the stream, and then bottom right there's a speaker, and you can adjust the volume there. So if you're not logged
Insane.
into the music,
On,
so, right,
on
so,
Discord.
so on Discord where it says menu live, click on that and click join the stream. That's where
I'm doing the audio a bit different because it kept breaking on Roll20 all the time. So
that's where all the audio is.
I can
coming
hear
through.
audio now.
Oh.
You can adjust the volume yourself at the bottom right of that. So if you open it up, because you'll be able to see the Windows Media Player playing, bottom right hand corner of your streaming window will be a speaker to adjust the volume as you see.
Yes. Music.
The Windows, have you got that set up as well?
Yeah, that's coming through nice and clear.
We just need to remind Bash to do it when he gets here, otherwise he's gonna tune. Right. Okay, should we just start prepping to move without Bash?
yeah, I can auto bot him until
Until he decides to turn up.
until EA turns up and resumes control.
Cool.
This map was massive, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a big map. Right, so to recap where we were then, we've just killed that douchebag who's Captain Watt.
I don't like to sing.
See,
We're
I don't
hoping
sing for shit.
that we can get the deed to his ship that's up north of it. But we don't know who's on board and what.
No.
You don't know
Tis
shit.
shit.
There.
it's all based on assumptions that it's his ship because Master blew up his last ship. So like,
He did say that the deed was in there.
Bear with me a sec, someone's at my door.
oh,
Said the
God.
deed was in there, and when I insight checked him, it seemed like he wasn't lying.
Yeah, but he didn't say whether or not it was his deed. Like, it might be like some proper douchebag that he's taken up with.
I think.
John Deed, the judge.
I think
It was an Amazon parcel, some baby stuff.
Nice, good old Amazon.
So, but just as a
We-
sorry.
Are we trying to claim the boat for
Yeah, so I
pirate
think
adventures?
the plan really, well, I'm hoping is that if that was his ship, or to be honest, whoever's associated with him, if we can, that's pretty helpful because a lot of the places we're visiting are on the coast, and if we can use this as a secondary base,
Yeah, we do a lot of
and the-
swearing and mature stuff, but
that
fine.
rich, we'll have a pub, and we'll have a
Yeah.
But the meta knowledge things though, Gamolf has been pissing off the DM, so we're gonna have to be really careful. We're gonna
What?
die.
Gamolf hasn't been pissing me off at all. You've got the wrong party member there.
Who's been poking?
That wasn't the guy who was challenging me at the end of the stream.
Oh God, was it Straz?
It was
How's that?
Straz.
How's that?
Of course it was me.
Oh dear.
He's already died once.
Right. So okay,
I think he
so
liked the afterlife.
so on that we need to be super strategic.
In fairness, probably
Because,
not, buddy. I remember
Don't
high
worry.
school a long time ago.
I've got a feeling that's not going to work.
It might work.
Yeah.
That video came
How-
out
how
15
many
years ago
times-
this week.
How many times per footstep can I roll for insight? And for investigation
It
and
depends.
perception. Can I make a macro that constantly just casts perception and investigation rolls as I move?
That's a negatory. It doesn't work
Right,
that way.
I
I'm
feel like
afraid.
that would be another way that you get on the DM's bad side.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be helping your case that way, to be honest.
Right then.
Right.
Onward. Can we kind of? Oh, sorry.
Stress, do you have something like Dispel Magic in your arsenal? I know that Gamolf has silence.
What do you want to dispel? I don't have anything like that, but I can give it a go. Fire cures all wounds, right?
No, I was kind of just wanting
Yes,
to
everybody.
cover as many bases as possible for our next magic fight. I know we're not probably going to fight mage in this one, but I'm just wondering how to rejig my odds before going into her as well.
I mean, if you have something that will help us if we go unconscious, that would help.
Yeah, that one's already equipped. That one's done.
Definitely
Dunno.
helps with Vivify.
That one's done. Got Guardian's
Good.
healing, spiritual weapon, and then the standard first level stuff. Yeah, cool.
That sounds alright. That sounds fine.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Right then. Onward. Doop-a-doop.
There you go. So we haven't been through these doors yet, so we should probably check to make sure they're not trapped.
Let's do.
Is that a door there?
That is a door there, yeah.
Are these boxes and barrels already been investigated by our previous checks, or is this all new stuff?
They're just full of generic kind of rations and seafaring goods. There's nothing exciting in them, I'm afraid.
Okay.
No tripwires or anything along this way?
No, you
I think
pretty
it
much
was.
searched the entire of the warehouse
Okay.
up into the door.
Okay. So,
Check the door for traps.
well, I'm going to roll a investigation for the door. Investigation.
Gamolf is on his way.
Door
not
looks
quite
fine,
here just
guys.
yet.
It's a door.
It's just a door.
You first, mate.
I think it's a door. Anybody else want to check? Because my eyesight's not good. I got hit in the head repeatedly since I've been born.
Yeah.
It is not locked. Sorry, not trapped. However, it is locked.
Do you want to Arcana check it as well? Make sure there's no magic or anything.
I can do that.
As far as you can tell, there's no magic involved in the door.
Come out of nowhere.
Unlock the door.
Ah! Yeah!
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, roll damage. We'll see whether you break through the door or not. You've definitely hit it.
So my memory leaks.
You've smashed a good chunk of the door out. However, it's still standing. You haven't fully gone through, but you can kind of peek out of the slash that you've made.
Out of the way. I'm just going to try and kick it off its hinges
I
or
know.
something.
Ignore that
You
one.
still going?
No. That's me done.
An athletics just to kick it through.
Yeah, you kick the door. It just splinters and falls open.
That's how it's done, boys.
As you do that, you do see a glint coming from the ship on the upper deck and the crow's nest.
Ooh, a telescope?
What? Well, if they didn't know we were coming, they know now.
I'm gonna tell Pepe to have a fly around. We've not left the building yet, have we?
Not yet, no. You're still within. You've just had a peep out of the door.
Yeah, so I'm going to tell Pepe to fly like back where we came from. So not come out of that door, just come out of another window. If that makes sense. So wherever I can get out. Can I get out there?
The main door you'll have to get out of.
Yeah. And then he's just going to fly around. Although we can't fly there. Fly around and have a look, just scouting.
Okay, as he gets close to the ship, he is out of your telepathic range now.
He is.
He does. He starts getting peppered by arrows. Lots of arrows whiz past him, and a ballista bolt catches him square in the chest.
Oh no!
And bloop. He goes bloop.
No ability check, nothing.
They hit him. He's dead.
Fine.
Well, we've got to now try and. If you've got arrows and ballista bolts and things, we've got to try and push this. Push this path, this pier, haven't we? With
it seems like they got distance though, so I'm not sure how close Pepe got to the ship, but
I wouldn't know.
So are we all.
All we know is Pepe's not come back.
Yeah,
you would have heard.
You would have heard the ballista go twang. Yeah, you wouldn't have heard any of the normal arrows.
So they've got ranged weaponry.
Okay.
Right. Master's suggestion is we just bomb burst it and use the surprise of speed to just run along the pier. That's probably a terrible idea.
Is there anything to hide behind along the pier?
There is not. It is pretty open. There's a little like 3 foot like kind of railing that goes all the way, made out of stone. So you could go prone behind that. I suppose at a push.
Okay.
Certainly, if you try to duck behind it, it won't cover you.
How far can you?
What about like here? Anything here, like in this area? Like immediately out of the door to the left.
Everything's like little barrels or 3 foot high, like little walls. Or
We
like
could
little
go.
crates. There's nothing massively tall in the area that would hide you greatly.
What time of day is it? Is it still dark?
It is not. It's just gone past dawn.
I was gonna say we could go back and use our one of our feather boats to come up from the other side. But
I got an invisibility potion while we were off your mate, Captain.
Don't you have
I've got one
a
as
special
well.
ring as well? Oh no, that has.
No, not yet. No, not yet.
I can make all of us walk on water if we want to approach the boat. Other option.
we need to disable the ballista, don't we?
I can attack from this distance, like immediately out the door. I can shoot and hit without.
Yeah, I can shoot with the magic
damage. So a couple of his long range guys do some cover, and then you guys try and haul ass to get there.
Yeah,
So
I can.
I've got at least 2 people to shoot at.
Okay,
so
yeah, so let's do it. We'll do me and Zorax will. You go and cast like cover and fire things, fireballs, and just unload everything you've got at the general area of the boat or any targets you can see, like likely enemy positions, and we'll just run up the road.
Can we talk about one more thing? What happens if we do get to this point here, they don't see us, and they get to this point here and they don't see us, and we get to here and they don't see us? Are all of us then gonna?
Well, I think they're all. I think they're ready, aren't they? They've already taken out our scouty thing, from what we can tell. So they're looking for stuff. We just kick the door open completely unsubtly, like they know we're coming. So I vote we send out the skeletons first. So the first thing they see is skeletons, followed by our ranged people who just start peppering the back of the ship, and me and Zorax run the pier.
Why isn't Gamorth using his invisibility potion and trying to take out a few secretly first?
He could relocate, couldn't he? He could go invisible and could push up to like the halfway point.
Or all the way.
I could go invisible and try and get all the way on the boat and kill.
Or even disable the ballista and then us all rush in.
I wouldn't go too far. Look at
it's probably 3 turns worth of movement for you guys to get there.
Yeah, so in terms of non-meta stuff, it's going to take us like several. It's going to take us a while to get to. If you get.
I mean, if you
head out and as a priority try and sneak attack the ballista guy.
You don't know if we're going to get seen or not. That's the thing.
My thing would be we send Gamorth out stealthed, so that he gets into position to start unloading on him. Straz stays at the window, ready for when he sees Gamorth open up on them. And as soon as he sees Gamorth open up on them, he sends out his skeletons and zombies, starts peppering whatever he can see on the back of the ship, and us armoured people start running.
How many?
Remember, we don't have damage.
As long as we don't go below the waterline, we can repair it.
Yeah.
We don't want to damage the ship too much. So if we want to hold this ship, remember.
Yeah, well, in
case anybody's going to chuck a fireball at it.
You're gonna.
Try
not to set fire to the sails. You know.
While I'm waiting for you to discuss the plan, I'm spending about 10 minutes getting Pepe back.
Says it takes an hour.
Is it an hour? I thought it was 10 minutes.
I thought it was 10 minutes for the ritual plus the casting time.
Yeah.
It'd take you an hour and 10. It'd take you a long ass time.
So we have no
Pepe.
There's no Pepe, sorry. I thought it was 10 minutes, I'm sorry.
Okay, so
we just Leroy Jenkins the shit out of it?
Yeah, so you're going invisible, get into position to where you think you can sniper anyone that looks sniperable. As soon as you open up, Straz and his minions are going to start unleashing on them from range, and me, Wonders, and Zorax start hoofing it up the pier.
I think I'm going to have to be quite close because it's if we think there's anyone up high, then the range of this map is insane. So I think I'm going to have to be closer than you guys.
Yeah, I can move. Well, his main thing is, if I move on like as you fire, I can get to the halfway.
Why don't I get a bit closer and see what I can see?
Chat says Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know you could do. You know when you're measuring, if you right click, you can change shit. Look.
Oh, you can do waypoints. I did not know that either.
Holy shit! This changes everything.
Okay, well, it's going to take you a while to do that crafty maneuver.
It's called Serpentine. Read a book.
So do you think I should go like just go invisible or just try and stealth it?
Stealth and then invisible.
I would say go invisible. If you go like you could invisible or maybe stealth. I don't know, to here on the left side, like on the pier area. That's voicing ahead. Is that within range of his arrow attacks?
Oh, it is, but it depends how high the shit is up the top. So anyone who might be up high.
Yeah, they're not gonna have a ballista in the crow's nest. That's like ballistas are massive.
I'm thinking
I'm not well versed with the
Master.
pirating way.
I think I'm going to try and get like to here, to like quite close and have a look, see what I can see.
Can Mastiff see out this window?
As you're looking out the window, you can see two glints coming from the boat. One from the back of it, and one from the crow's nest.
Using my Mastiff's extensive knowledge of the sea, because of his history of the sea, can he identify like what type of ship this is and what that bottom glint might be?
It is a galleon warship, and they are both telescopes.
Right.
Oh,
So
And with it glinting off the dawn, like as the dawn is breaking, you know for a fact it would only glint if they were looking directly at you.
yeah. Where's the sun? Enjoying all this?
It is
Is the sun like
coming up
raised
behind you.
behind us?
Yeah.
So
Like, they'll be looking directly into it as it comes up.
Also, they're blinded.
Yeah.
Fine. So yeah, they're blinded. I'm going to turn to everyone and be like, my knowledge of the sea, blah 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 blah. blah. We need to take action soon. With the sun will be covering our approach. So, I think we should do the same plan, but start off more stealth, and then if we see Gamorth, we'll give Gamorth like a minute to get into position, and then we set off, and he doesn't open fire unless they open fire on us.
I've got a spell that might be useful, but it's only 15-foot radius sphere, called Darkness, which will be a 15-foot sphere of darkness that no one can see in.
Does that move with you?
It does not.
No, but it could be useful to get out of the door.
It's daylight, so they'll just see like a sphere of darkness.
Like a smoke grenade.
No, they would, but they wouldn't be able to know what way we're going out of it.
It's 15 foot, right?
15 foot on this map's not that massive, though.
No, I know.
It would literally cover the door.
Yeah.
We've got the sun. The sun's in their eyes. I think that gives us. Does that give us voice in my head? Is that advantage on stealth checks?
No.
Oh, yeah.
It will have an effect, but it won't be. It's not advantage on stealth checks.
Okay.
Wherever you look at
Let's
it,
do this.
It'll be more disadvantage on their perception trying to spot your stealth.
Right.
where are you trying to post after you've done stealth? Well, where are you trying to post after you've done your stealth move?
I'm trying to get as close as I can to see what's going on. So I'm going to go as far as I can up to the boat.
We'll give you give him 2 minutes. 2 minutes to get into position, and then
I think just don't you guys don't start doing shit until I start doing shit.
I mean, wouldn't it be hilarious if you got there and there was just two guys on the boat after all this planning?
Oh, yeah, if it is, and then you've been just fucking egging us up, like, it's the most dangerous boat in the world. It's filled with enemies and danger. We got
Let's go.
Barry and his telescope at the back.
Okay, so I'm going invisible, or I'm just trying to stealth? Because the sun's in their eyes.
The sun's in their eyes, so just stealth. Because you can always pop if you take fire, you can just fucking chug the potion and leg it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Straz, you need to be ready to, because what's going to pretty much happen is we all line up at the door. Wonders if you get up here as well.
Wonders you touch my ass. Yeah.
I'll give you a little however you want.
Guidance. Guiding my balls. Guiding my balls. I am guided poorly.
Pretty bad.
The wrong part. Yeah, but I don't know how effective it is, so I think I'm being stealthy as shit.
Yeah.
Good for me.
We're just waiting for.
This happened yet?
Nothing seems to have happened as of yet.
Stealth
seems to be holding.
So, Straz, as soon as it kicks off, haste me. Like, straight away, like, haste, and I'll run.
Yes, you can dash, can't you?
I can be
Can I
like...
see anything? Is there anything on my perceptive scale as I get along the pier?
From
Any
this
traps or anything I
distance,
should be aware of?
you can see there's a ballista pointing directly at you at the back. There is also a rake of cannons. But you can't see anyone other than the guy manning the ballista. You can still see the glint coming from the back of the boat and also from the crow's nest.
But the ballista's pointing directly at me.
Well, it's in your general area. It's not like aimed directly at you. It's pointing just in that general direction.
And there's one chap on that, and there's a row of cannons. So there's, as far as I can see, there's like one chap, and then the ballista and all this shit.
Yeah, that's all you can see without perception.
Mr. DM, I don't know about meta rules and stuff. Can I say that Mastiff is literally like in a running position, ready to rage and just sprint out the door as soon as it kicks off? Does that affect
absolutely. Yeah, you can do that. As you move up there, the ballista does fire at you. If you can do a dexterity save, please.
Right. Mastiff's fucking raged and off. Just like a starting pistol.
Okay, so you don't dodge out of the way of the ballista, and you take 8 points of damage.
Oh, that's not a lot.
Okay.
So can we roll for initiative, or
everyone
can we
can
all
do one thing in their turn, and then we'll go after that. Obviously, you were all ready for him sprinting. You were waiting for the signal.
Cool.
I'm going to use my. So can I move another 30 feet and then unload as my thing to do?
Yeah, you can do 30 and then attack still. Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to get to here and then unload.
Can we see the enemy? Like, is there a thing, or we just
Still,
2 shots on the guy?
It can only see the ballista man at the moment.
Both of these on the chap with the ballista.
The first shot hits, the second one misses, as he is quite a small target hiding behind his ballista. As the bolt streaks out and catches him in the shoulder, he does drop to the floor. He's not down, however, he won't be able to shoot the ballista until he can stand back up. It needs to reload anyway. It takes time to reload a ballista. So it'll be an extra turn for him to reload it and shoot.
I'm going to sprint the 60 feet for my turn.
Okay.
It was very strange, but it's
Mastiff and Straz, are you joining in the charge, or?
Yeah, I'm. He wants me to haste him.
If you're doing that, you'll haste him in. You can do 30.
Yeah. How long is it going to take to get over there, though? Because this only lasts.
Only lasts 10 turns, doesn't it? It'll take a good few turns to get over there.
With haste, how far do I get extra movement on it?
You can use you get like an extra movement, so you'll be doing 120 a turn.
Yeah, so it means I can cover some serious distance if you haste me, because I can do
Sure,
40.
Could you whip your skeletons to here so they've got loads of shit to look at, and then they can hit from there? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you haste me, I can get all the way to Gamel straight off the bat.
Skellies are there.
That
looks way further than that.
Yeah, they can get just. Well, we'll say they can get there. They won't be able to obviously shoot, because that's like movement and then a mega dash.
Yeah. That's a lot of movement. They're just sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your zombie can dash 40 if he wants to dash. You can move 20 and then dash another 20. Zombies are slow.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Let's do haste him then. Haste Mastiff then.
Cool. Means I get to move all the way to Gamel.
And then I'm going to move me and my guy there.
Oh, you'll be able to move 30 because you cast the spell.
Oh yeah. About there then.
Because you were a bit closer than the other guys to the door. Okay.
Yeah.
As you all run out, the cannons open fire. If everyone can do a dex save, please.
I use my danger senses tingle.
It should.
They all shoot across all of us.
Yeah, they're just raking the entire pier.
Who shot the freaking cannons? Bitch.
We just something new to play with here. So me and Wonders get
Oh god, I got 4 and an 8.
plus 4.
Wait, am I not 10? Oh, I'm more than 10 feet away.
Yeah. Oh, 15.
It's just out of his aura, sadly.
Have I got a deck save these skeletons as well?
They weren't shooting at the skeletons, but they were shooting at the zombies. They didn't see them as a
Oh,
threat.
yeah.
They were just blanketing that whole area as they saw people sprinting out of the door.
It's 4. Wonders gets plus 4 as well.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone who got over a 15 takes no damage. You managed to jump out of the way of the cannons. Everyone else, they 15 points of damage.
What type of damage is it?
It is like explosive damage. It'll be like a mixture of fire and bludgeoning, I'd imagine.
Does my rage? I'm doing normal rage, not frenzy rage, because that would make me buggered.
Yeah, it would.
So what type of damage am I taking?
I've done it, so it's a little bit less, yeah.
Okay. Charles.
So I think everyone, Zavorex passed.
15.
And these. Okie dokie. So I'm not going to roll initiative because they are reloading. It's going to take them 2 turns to reload. So I am imagining you're just going to keep charging up, and then I'll load the next battle map, which is on the actual ship.
Yeah. Can I shoot my two skeletons?
You can't see him on the floor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's down on the floor, and you haven't actually seen anyone else.
Can I shoot anything?
You can shoot
They got
randomly at the boat,
80 feet.
It'll be at disadvantage.
Can they try and shoot the guys with telescopes?
They can always try. Like I say, it'll be
They'll
at
try,
disadvantage.
because there's nothing else they can do, is there?
No.
Right,
Well,
disadvantage.
When we load up the battle map, and they'll join in like a turn after. We'll say they've
That's fine.
shooted around 1 turn after everyone else. Well, yeah, they can certainly have a pop at disadvantage.
There's no point in doing it though. So that's
That's
the
the first one, which is a miss it with a 9.
Yeah, both misses. Yeah, fine.
Okie so.
What's-
As we then load up the ship, you've just made it to the edge of the pier. I'll just make it so you see. My roll 20 is running really slow. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I think it's because this map's fucking legit. It took it a while to load up when I opened it earlier because it's complicated.
Oh well,
Yeah.
it should have switched now to a different map.
Yeah, I can see
Oh
it.
yeah.
I can see it.
The maps are high quality, aren't they? HQ.
I can see the ship and 2 enemies at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so
See
there's
now,
I can see 3
3
now.
enemies that you can directly see. You can see that underneath the deck on the next level down there is another row of cannons with more people on them.
You get the fuck
Jesus
off of this
Christ.
pier.
Are these all at eye level, Mo? The 3 that we can see are kind of at our level. These aren't like above us.
They're at
No,
your
these are
level.
the crows.
The one at the back is about 5 feet up. The guy in the crow's nest has scarpered down when they were firing at you. There's no one in the crow's nest anymore.
Guys, roll safe.
So let's roll for the old initiative.
Can I do that just before the gang roll into combat?
No, 'cause you would have taken your turns to charge in. You'll be able to do that on your
Massive
first.
fire about a week earlier. We've just been stood waiting for you, fucker.
Yeah, I was all hasted up and shit. I should be like on top of the ladders and stuff.
You can have one free action, one free turn then before everyone kicks off.
Oh,
Seeing as you
sweet.
would have got here a lot sooner with your haste.
Well, let's have a look. I mean, let's go. Can I move with my haste? Do I get my normal movement plus a haste move?
You get your normal movement, which is 40.
Yeah.
And then you can elect to do, with your haste action, you can choose to move or attack with your haste action.
Okay, cool. Well, because I'll only get to the top of the ladder and he's slightly out of range, so I'm going to use my movement.
Reload roll 20. It's running like aids.
Okay.
Load my initiative.
Oh damn! Not a great initiative. Could have been better.
Seems Firefox was my issue, which I've got running to capture your cameras. Broken in the background.
Oh no.
Wow, nay! You should be using Internet Explorer. That's
Ah,
that
that's-
premium web service.
That is where I'm going wrong in life, isn't it?
Big's that gap from here? 10 foot. It's outside the range of a normal melee weapon, isn't it? Thinking I'm going to come up here, use my movement to get like here, and then shoot my yeet arrow thing down like that, because it's 120 foot,
Oh yeah.
and then use the last bit of my movement to then come into melee range and hit him with Bertha.
Okay, so you've got your free round to do whatever you want.
Just good because I don't know the layout here. Have I got enough room to get past this guy and set myself up just here?
He's busy frantically reloading the cannon, so he will not try and attack you because he really wants that cannon loaded for a final shot.
Cool, so I'm going to use my movement and my haste to get to just outside of his melee range, like here. Is that
Yep,
alright?
that is fine.
And I'm lining myself up so that I can fire my yeet spear down here, like get these three.
Yep, you can just about see that guy at the top on the ballista. He's stood up and he's reloading, and he's just in range of the yeet machine.
Okay, so I want to yeet the far guy so that it catches all three of them. So I've got a macro for that, haven't I?
A yeet macro.
I'm firing the yeet macro. Oh.
My roll 20 is having super issues on the picking up the cameras.
Yeah.
Gamorth, are you able to hear the music okay?
Yeah, it's playing through Discord.
Oh,
Okay,
Mo,
there you go.
I got that roll was a 2. Does that mean I get to re-roll the first 2? Or does that only apply to my melee weapon?
Link as your skill thing.
Steve.
It's
new
a new
thing.
ability I have not. It's the one Zavorax uses, but he's always a melee man, so. That's only on
That's
damage
the,
dice, that's not on attacks.
Ah, okay. Yep, cool.
Yep, the javelin has completely and utterly missed that guy at the end. However, these two still get lightninged.
Does the last guy get lightning as well, or is that included in the...
He only gets lightning if he gets hit.
Okay.
So these guys need to make a dex save. Roll the damage, which I believe is 4d6. And they both fail miserably.
I think if I click it, it does it extra. Yeah, so the one on
So
the right is the...
16 damage.
And does that one get re-rolled?
No, because that's magic, that is
Because
not...
it's magic.
That
Okay.
is not,
It's only two-handed weapons.
Oh, is it? Okay, cool. I'm still trying to get to grips with when I can use it.
yeah, it says
it's pretty
you make with a melee weapon that you're wielding with 2 hands. So
Okay.
if you were using that as a close combat weapon, then it'd count. But as soon as you've yeeted it,
Yeah.
it does not count.
Okay. So right. So I've done God, I've done my movement. I've used up
having
my haste attack to move again.
At the moment.
So I now have my one more of my normal attacks, don't I? Because I'm not frenzying. So can I then just do a Bertha attack?
You would, however, the lightning has killed the 2 guys.
Oh no!
Oh, nice.
So yeah,
How
you could
low
have
is their
done.
health?
You could have done, but sadly,
That was just half damage.
Yep.
Jesus.
They had like
no,
hardly any health.
they both failed the save, so that was full damage. That was a full 16.
All right. Then can I just use whatever's left of my?
Questioning.
Can I use how much movement have I got left? I've got like 30 feet of movement from the from the haste movement, haven't I?
Yeah.
So I've got like.
So you can get to around
here.
there.
Yeah. That's me then. Thank you very much.
Okay, and now it's your actual turn. Super yeet power!
I'm going to use, well, seeing as these other guys fell over so easily, I'm going to use my normal movement and my haste movement to get melee range on this guy and then hit him twice.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to use my relentless attack things to really go for it. So I get two goes at the first one. I'll take the 25.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit.
Is he still standing?
He is not.
Bloop.
He goes bloop, out of existence. He's a goner.
Cool. I'll just stand there, being like, actually no, I can use my what's it called? What's the thing that heals me? My new thing.
Your second wind.
My second wind. Can I use that to just top myself up?
I believe that's a bonus action. Yeah, which you haven't used yet.
Okay, cool. So I quickly check.
Roll a d10. It's a d10 plus 1.
Okay. D10. So 7 health for me. Thank you very much. Thank you for playing. I've been Mastiff.
Okay. So there is some stairs leading down to the second deck of the ship. It's a bit hidden, but it's there. Like, there's the stairs going down behind the mast. If you can see that flashing on your screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where the stairs down to the second deck is.
Okay, I'm gonna come on to the boat and I'm gonna do a little investigation, see if these guys had anything useful. If there's anything going on.
As far as you can tell from the 2 guys close to you, they've got about 10 gold, and that's it.
Yoink! Guys, these guys have got nothing.
Obviously, you are still technically in combat, as the guys below you are still reloading their cannons to try and shoot the people on the pier.
Yeah, can I tell how heavy one of these cannons would be if say, a big lumbering half-orc was to fucking try and hand cannon the shit out of it, Terminator style?
They're exceedingly heavy. They're about 900 pounds.
Can one be pushed? Could we push one to the top of the stairs and just fucking blast it down the stairs?
What, and sink the ship?
You could, but it would definitely damage the ship and possibly any loot that is on said ship.
Yeah, we want to nick the
Let's not
ship.
do that. Let's have the loot.
And the ship. Mastiff wants a ship.
The fists. You know, our relationship with loot is tenuous at best. So, okay, the investigation was my action, so I will go to the top of the stairs, and that's it. I'm just going to go to the top of the stairs, which is probably all of my movement, and then
it is, yeah.
So that's good.
Draz?
We're going to go to the top of the stairs. And that's everything I can do, I think. Can I get not above the crate? Just like, hold on. There.
Yeah, and obviously your skellies will be turning up next time.
Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
That brings us to Zavorax.
Okay. How far can I move? I have to use the full distance, my full turn to run there. Can I also down below decks? Face us, you cowards!
Absolutely. There is no response from down decks. You just hear the frantic ramming of cannons as they are frantically reloading as fast as their arms will allow them.
So the cannons are all pointing out of the ship, right?
They sure are.
Yeah, it's a pretty major event to try and reposition cannons. You have to use like pulleys and ropes and shit.
No, as we went up to the ship, how is the ship actually attached to? Is it anchored or is it tied to the deck?
It's just anchored. It's not. There's no actual physical connection to the pier. They just have these makeshift ladders lining up against it for access.
Okay.
Are we now up on the poop deck?
I believe that is the technical term.
The foredeck. The poop deck's below deck, isn't it? I thought the poop was the lowest rear deck.
I have absolutely no idea.
It's the deck. We're on the deck.
One of us was a Sea Scout, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, Mastiff had a life at sea, so he knows all of this stuff already. Just doesn't want to share it with anyone.
I think they'll have to leave it without the cams running because they just keep freezing. We're having to restart them every 5 minutes.
Just overcame a massive fear climbing up these ladders, by the way.
Thunders has a massive fear of ladders.
Yeah, of heights.
He was attacked by a ladder at a young age.
I was scared of heights.
Oh dear.
The right, what's we still in like combat turns or what?
Yeah, because the guys underneath have just about reloading their cannons now, and the zombies will be Razzie Skellies will be turning up.
Mastiff, could you just try and go through the deck rather than taking the stairs?
With your 4 attacks.
Don't damage the ship. I'd like to own property.
Well, that's it. Yeah, that's it. What's this this like grate on the right hand side here? Is that metal or wooden?
It is made of metal.
It's made of metal. Fair. Although this checkedy thing here, Straz is above it. Straz could be like bonfire, but we don't really want to set fire to the ship.
I thought we'd want this ship.
Yeah. I'm not mad keen on ships.
I don't like the cut of your jib.
Wow.
Nautical terms.
Oh yeah.
It's not my go anymore, is it? Whose go is it?
So you've not done anything yet.
It's just gone to your turn. You haven't.
Oh, fresh. Oh, sorry. I've been fucking excited just chatting shit. Okay, so how far have I got to run? I got to go. Bloop. So I just fucking blaze past everyone and use all of my fucking turns to run 120 feet and just yeet down the stairs. And as I run past everyone, I'm like, Leroy Jenkins! Straight through. Boosh, down the stairs.
Have you got any chicken?
He's like, chicken.
Okay, so that ends your turn. The Gamolf.
How much movement is it to get down the stairs? Will I be able to get down and still have an attack?
You will, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go down the stairs.
We need to find out who these people are downstairs. If we want to take this ship, we might need oarsmen or whoever.
You can pick them up in any tavern in a major city.
Yeah, I'd quite like a boat like commanded by whores. Just call it like
boat and hose.
Although from my massive nautical experience knows that you don't want anyone from the previous crew really, because they'll be
mutiny.
They'll be mutinous.
So Mo, now I'm down the bottom of the stairs. Do I see anything new or different?
You see another rig of cannons, and you see more guys lining up on the cannons.
This is very fancy. People of the group
Okay.
can see different things.
We've had
Oh,
chat's,
you've outdone yourself, Mo.
chat's been doing some Google foo, and
They
apparently
have
a
been
poop deck.
Google-fooing.
A poop deck is a deck that forms the roof of a cabin built in the rear or aft part of the substructure of a ship.
Pretty sure I said it was the rear lowest deck.
Which doesn't
The-
mean you were right.
I was
it's gotta be a
supposed to know
roof.
no one else.
The roof of a cabin built in the rear. So I still don't know what that means. I'm gonna have to like Google pictures of a poop deck. I'm gonna get some really weird results now. Poop deck.
Don't misspell
Okay.
it. Dick.
Oh, it's like the balcony bit at the back of a ship.
Yeah, top bit.
Just
This over here.
No, have I got any movement left, or did I use all 30 going down the stairs?
No, you used about 10 going down the stairs. You were positioned
nice.
at the top of the stairs, so.
So I'm going to just come over here, and then Wolfie, who's behind. Did Wolfie come? Oh, Wolfie's still up there. But Wolfie,
Wolfie can come if you want him to.
yeah. Wolfie's coming down because with my bonus action, I want him to fucking yam the bollocks off of this first guy.
Get out of the way, Mastiff.
Wolfie's bonus action. Wolfie's gonna have a bite because he's not had much to do other than bite the dick off of Captain Watts. Wolfie's gonna have a bite on the first guy. Oh, that was not a good bite, Wolf.
That is a miss. He misses the penis.
Nice, and I'm going to shoot at the one shot each at the next two guys, like the second and third guy.
Okie dokie. And they both hit.
Nice, and nice, and no, actually,
Both of the bolts fly true and smash them in the neck, and they both die in a horrendous kind of getting frozen and electrocuted death at the same time. Your sneak attack was not
sorry.
needed; it killed them outright.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean to click it. I was trying to see how close Wolf had to be to be able to get it, but it's 5 feet. So
Yeah, if he's like harrying him in close combat, then you would have got sneak attack.
Yeah.
If you attack that one, obviously you were attacking the other two, weren't you?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, I knew that it wasn't. I was just double checking and I accidentally clicked it. Sorry, my bad.
I believe that's your turn.
It is, unfortunately, because I can't shoot 3 crossbows yet.
That brings us to Strath.
So these skeletons are gonna go up the top, and then I'm gonna go to the stairs. Am I just at the top of the stairs?
Yeah,
Can
you
I get there?
literally just stood looking down, but you can't see anything. You can just, if you wanted to do something, you can't actually do anything. Your zombie wouldn't quite make it because he's got less movement than you.
Right. Okay. Then I'll just stay at the top of the stairs. Then. If I can't, there's nothing I can do. Is there? Just like
You can charge in if you want, but that's probably not the best of ideas.
not ideal for me.
No.
So that'll be it then.
Okay. Brings us to this guy who's left. He's going to take a swipe at Wolf. Which is a miss because he rolled a 2. And then with his bonus action, he's going to try and run and jump out of the ship, knowing that his days are numbered. So Wolfie does get a bonus attack as he's legging it. Which is a miss. He then dives out of the cannon port and dives into the sea. Now that's Zavarax's turn.
Which side of the ship did the guy jump out of?
The right hand side.
The starboard side, Mo. Let's be nautical here, sir.
I am not a nautical man. He's about there. I've just dragged him over.
I don't like seeing people running from a fight. I think it's extremely cowardly for them to do so. So I want to cast a spell on person.
Okay. Wisdom save, isn't it?
What are you trying to drown him
He'll be paralysed.
in the water?
Yeah.
Does that mean he'll sink?
He failed his save, so he is now held in position, and he slowly sinks beneath the waves,
Oh, lovely way to die.
unable to hold his breath. You see bubbles like quite frantically coming up, and then the bubbles cease.
This
Yeah.
is inexcusable.
He had a very, very nice tunic on. It was so nice,
Yeah.
one wanted to cut it in half.
And with my movement, and I get
you can do whatever you want now, because that is, as far as you can tell, the bad guys.
That's it.
Well, you've
So
still got the rest of
far.
the ship to investigate. You've still got below decks. You're only on the second.
Oh right, thank God. I was gonna say, if we put all this planning in to kill like 4 low-level ads, and you've just been like, everyone's gonna die.
They're going to waste all their spell slots.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
are we still in a fight?
No,
we just
fight's
move?
over. So I'll move everyone down to the next part of the ship, so you're all together.
Oh,
Can I have a little look to see what I can see?
Yeah. You see, there's overall there's about 20 gold scattered about. There's not a great deal. You see some rations, some cannonballs. Zavarex finds 1 gold in an old boot.
can I Arcana check the area?
You sure can. Coming from the back of the ship, in the cabin, you can sense something magical in the back room.
I'm going to go into the back room.
As you get closer, the magical source is emanating from a jug on a shelf.
Can I Arcana check that jug?
You sure can.
Mastiff is not sure he's even on a boat.
You can, you can
It's been
tell
a while.
You can tell it's magical. However, you can't discern its exact properties.
Pocket that.
So I'll pick up the jug and I'll put it in me hole. Shall I pop
Found
out my
anything
hole?
good in there, Stresner?
Just a jug. I'll put it in my hole for later.
Is there anything else?
Investigating that room as well. It looks like the captain's room.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go and have a little. I want to go in and investigate as well.
So
closed everything
is there?
down.
Is this the lowest deck, or is there another deck below us?
There's another deck
Below,
below.
below.
Okay, and where's the stairs up from that deck, or like the
They
way up from
are
that deck?
the same, like the stairs you came down. There's another stairs like running under them, so the entrance and exit's the same place.
Okay, Master's gonna
is
stay.
this,
Master's gonna
this
stay
is
like in a
done.
ready position at this staircase, just in case anyone like tries to sneak up and get us from behind.
Nothing going on down
So
there.
he's there
I'll
like.
investigate that room.
You
You
know, when you play
find
WoW.
several books and letters, mainly about Captain Watson, his plans for the future. There's a note saying how much the ship cost him, which he has borrowed from various guilds in various ports. Apparently, he did have a good reputation beforehand for paying debts. You do find tucked away in one of the books the deed to the ship, which is called the SF Buckmastiff.
Cool.
Ah.
I feel like
Stresner,
I should pocket that.
do we know whether? Oh, sorry. So, what did you find there?
What did I find there? Just some letters and notes. I did find a deed, although I'm not sure whether it's this ship or it could
Master
be
hears
just an
the
instruction.
Master hears them talking about deed and gives up his post of watching the stairs and comes over down here.
Do we know? Because he
Right.
borrowed all this money off people.
Yeah,
He's put down as collateral. If it's a ship, then we might have some people chasing us.
yeah. This is the problem with the ship, guys.
So it's
Yeah,
worth it though. We can fend them off.
They're all expecting payment, and from a guy that's dead, and now we own the ship, so they might come at us.
By me.
Yeah, it's
Like a good
fucking.
fight.
Yeah, everyone's fucking trying to kill us anyway.
And at
The,
this point, your haste and your bless spells have worn off.
Mo, while they're all in there, what can I see out of the sort of hole, the cannon hole in this side of the ship. What's it aimed at?
Over here, it's just looking at the other side of the pier.
Do I know how to fire the cannon?
You can try and fire the cannon. You'll have to do an investigation check to see if it's loaded, and then another check to see if you can fire it. Yes, it is fully loaded, and then you'll need to do another investigation check to see if you can work out how to fire it. Yep, it is fully loaded, and you've worked out how to fire it. You may fire the cannon if you wish.
I'm just going to scream into the boat for the fist and then fucking just blam the cannon.
Okay, as your aim's not very good, as you haven't fired a cannon before. The cannonball streaks across the pier and it smashes into a warehouse on the west-hand side, leaving a massive crater in the side wall.
What the hell are you doing, Gamorth?
Boys, honestly, chaps, just come and have a go at this. If you've never fired a cannon, which I never have, it is exhilarating.
If we get fined for this, it's coming out of your pocket.
Come on. This one might be loaded too.
Can I ask Straz?
This one might be loaded because someone else come and have a go on this one.
Interested.
Yep, that cannon is loaded as well.
Cool, so this one's loaded. Boys, anyone else want to pop off a little desk shot? Little desk pop? Boat pop?
Okay, this time the cannon's pointing like quite low, so it just fires down into the water, and there's a big plume as it absolutely covers the deck and the ship in water.
Mastiff, can Mastiff ask Straz so he can look at the deed to the ship because he's not seen it yet?
Yeah, have a look at this, mate, and I'll give him the deed, and I'll say, can you read?
Yeah, Mastiff can. We'll have to roll to if Mastiff can read.
Well, you can read common, so
Yeah.
you're not that stupid. Your intelligence is above 6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Intelligence is 11.
In game, maybe,
It's quite smart for a half orc. Hey. Right. What did you say the ship was called?
The SF
Fuck Mastiff.
Mastiff.
So yeah, we might need some rebranding. It's a little bit offensive, really, isn't it?
Can you all roll a perception check, please?
Mastiff fucking sees all.
with his -1. I like it how it was you rolled a 20, but it goes down to 19.
Still a crit though, right?
Abilities don't crit. Like these checks don't crit.
Oh.
There's only attacks that crit.
Okay.
So Gamorth, Wonders, and Mastiff hear some scraping and knocking sounds coming from below decks. Seems to be increasing. Does the sound and the frequency?
Right, Mastiff
Sounds
is
like
we've
someone pounding on the hull.
We've got a problem. We can hear something downstairs, so I rush to the entrance part.
Someone's knocking on the hull. It means someone's under the boat.
Oh no, it's like they'll be in the very bottom bit where you normally keep like slaves and stuff.
Right, shall we head down then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Everyone follow Mastiff.
Just before we all run off, is this cannon loaded?
That cannon is also loaded.
Over.
And as he just pulls me off, just like it.
Yeah, he doesn't pull you off it in time, so you do light it. However, as he's pulling you, it knocks the cannon, so it points quite high in the air, and it fires the cannonball. You can see it arc over, heading towards the main part of town, and then it disappears behind view of tall buildings. But then you can hear a distinct crash in the distance. It appears that the cannonball has landed somewhere in town.
Well, that was fucking
Damn it,
stupid.
that's your fault. I was aiming at that.
Fool.
We're so fucked. We're not going to be able to keep this ship because they're going to blame everything on the ship.
Okay,
What
so
happens
you're all
when you,
going downstairs, are you now?
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait at the top of the stairs until everyone else has gone down.
But everyone else is going down, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, as you go downstairs, the thuds you can discern that are coming from out underneath the ship, and they're getting louder, and cracks start appearing in the bottom of the ship. Eventually, the whole area just explodes, and out of it emerges some weird creatures.
Sorry, I'm back. Oh my god.
What? Sorry.
Underneath the ship, as you walk down the stairs, they burst through the bottom of the ship, and then there's like 3 creatures that have emerged from the hole. So if we can all roll initiative, please.
What's going on down there?
Well, the
I think you
Vulcans.
blew a hole in the hole.
My aim was true until you came and yanked me. Some dog's having a great time.
Yeah. Amazon tried to open the back gate.
Nice.
If they did that, he would have ran away.
I'm having super issues with all the cameras
Well
this
done,
evening. They just
Amazon.
keep constantly
Yeah.
dying.
Fucking Jeff Bezos.
Cunt.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't have Gamulf in the initiative order.
Because he's upstairs.
I've rolled. I've
Yeah,
rolled
it
18, but I'm
didn't
upstairs.
didn't work for some reason.
Do you
I
want to just roll
can
again?
just add you if you rolled an 18. I can see that now. But for some reason, it hasn't added you. Something weird's going on. Now everyone's been added twice. Ugh, stupid game. I'm not having a good day today. There we go.
Not shown us having been on there twice for me.
No, more me.
I've just deleted them. They were.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I think that's everyone on. So as this creature bursts out, it's going to charge over, and it is going to do a cone attack, which is going to hit Mastiff, Wonders, and Zavorax. If you can all do a Wisdom save, please.
I am very wise. Super wise. The wisest.
Oh, geez.
Roll to 1 minus 1.
You do get a +4 on it though.
Yeah,
So
thankfully.
4.
So you've definitely failed. Check what its DC is. DC is 15. So Wonders and Zavorax have passed thanks to the +4. But Mastiff is now scared. He's petrified of the creature and has to spend his turn moving away from the creature as best of his ability.
Great, is it?
And that's that guy's turn. That brings us to Straz.
Cool. So the this one's going to short bow this guy because he can see him. I assume that misses,
That definitely misses.
and the other one's going to do the same thing. I assume that misses.
It sure does.
Cool. Fine. So this zombie's going to go. I can't see anything. If I move this zombie, I can't see anything.
If you move the zombie, you can't see anything.
No, I can't. Usually, if I move myself there, it will open up sight, but I can't see.
Can everyone else see everything, or?
Yeah, but I've got a wall in the way. If I move there and I can see
Everyone.
The
Alright,
guy-
yeah, because the actual staircase is blocking it, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to move this guy there, and I'm going to slam, and that's probably going to miss, isn't it?
Yep, that is a miss.
Okay, then I'm going to go into my spell book. I'm going to use this blink because I'm scared.
Okie dokie. Yep, so the spell goes off without a hitch.
And then that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so roll a d20.
Yes.
And you blink out of existence.
That's
Bloop.
a good bloop. Not a dead
It's a
bloop.
good blue.
It is a very good bloop. He is blooped out.
And that'll be at the end of my turn.
Yep, so that brings us to this guy who's gonna charge over and attack Mastiff. Which is a miss. And that's also a miss. That
He's
brings
very.
us-
When I'm scared, I'm still quite fucking.
When you're scared, you have to run away from him. It's a different kind of fear from frightened. It's a full-on fear effect. You're not just frightened, you're fearful. You have to use your action and your movement to get away from him. Once you are out of line of sight, you can make a save to get out of it.
Okay. So,
So
what
you'd
do I
have,
do?
you'd have to yeet directly
Am
away
I-
from him. So
Am I,
like,
am I round here now in the
yeah,
cupboard?
you'd yeet round the cupboard.
Okay, and then can I use any action? Yeah.
No, because you're petrified. Your action is to run away. But now you are
mean,
out of line of sight. You can do a wisdom save.
Right, do a wisdom save because I'm super wise.
If you save,
I am super.
you
not
do not. You're
wise.
still super scared.
Okay. This is not Master's time to shine, and I can't see anything. I'm gonna watch the stream. All I can see is like a little cubby hole.
For some reason, Gamulf should have gone before that, but Gamulf can take his turn now. So you roll
You're
an
on
18.
19 or something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Should have
some
gone before
reason-
me.
It's come up as a 0 for some reason. You should have gone
I
before
mean,
everyone.
I was okay with going whatever, but yes, I should have gone first. It doesn't matter for now, but eventually it will be something I whinge about.
Along with everything else.
Yeah, amen. Okay, can I come down the stairs, but I don't want to come off the stairs, so I'm literally, as soon as I can see into the room, I am stopping, so I can still fuck off pretty quick.
Yep, so you're at the top of the stairs, you can see that first creature and that's about it.
I can't see anything, but I'll assume that I can see. I think it's because it's put me behind. It thinks I'm behind the wall. There we go.
Yeah.
So I can see this guy at the bottom of the stairs.
You can see him.
Am I too close to be able to crossbow without
No,
disadvantage?
you can crossbow, you're fine. Because technically you are a bit further up, I've just moved you down a little bit so then you can actually see what's going on in the boat.
Nice. Okay. I am going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on this, the only guy that I can see.
Yep.
Then I am going to shoot my crossbow at him.
Okay, that is a hit.
Nice. And so I'm going to sneak attack him, Hunter's Mark him, and cross light. So I'll do one of those and 2d6.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to see what sort of effect that's had before I maybe shoot again.
It's hurt him a little bit. He's wounding. He's bleeding from the bolt that's sticking out of his arm. Hasn't done a great deal of damage to him, but it may hurt him.
Fine.
The second shot is a miss. The bolt just streaks wide.
Cool, no worries.
That brings us to this guy at the back. Who's going to come over and... Oh, it's a bit unfair that I put you there, Straz. If you want to reposition yourself, because you wouldn't be at the front, would you?
No.
I'd imagine you'd be more at the back, like at the
Right.
top of the stairs.
Yeah, that'll be better. Unless it's worse. For whatever you want to do.
It is not, no. Obviously, this guy can't get in now.
Yeah.
So seeing Mastiff surge off around the back, he's going to yeet it after Mastiff. And he's just gonna go in and cuddle him nicely. Not gonna do anything else, he's run out of movement. That brings us
From
to
the picture, I
Wonders.
can't. What is that? You know, the one that's in with me.
Yep.
Is that like the boss, or is that like a minion? What is it?
You wouldn't know unless you tried rolling.
No, I mean like looking at it. Is it fucking massive and or is it little and tiny? Just like a.
Sorry about that, my headphones just died. I didn't hear any of that.
As I say, like just by looking at it, is it something that's massive or is it tiny?
It is large.
It's large. Oh.
It is slightly bigger than yourself.
Oh, so it's quite scary then.
Yes, it has a huge maw with many rows of teeth.
Oh.
How many eyes?
I'm gonna sleep well.
It only has 2 eyes.
Good to know.
That's a
It sure
visibly
is a tentacle
disappointing.
creature. It's fucking amazing. It's gonna.
Sorry, so I'm
When you
assuming
ask
we're
for-
blocked from the stairwell. Mastiff is somewhere on my left, just somewhere down here.
You can't see him. You have no idea where Mastiff's buggered off to.
I'll try and jump over this dude. I'm
You
going to
can-
down.
You will get
no,
attacked
no,
if
no.
you jump over.
Ignore that. I am going to go with. How does this dude look? I'm not sure if he's been touched yet.
He's
Yeah,
he's got a crossbow bolt sticking out of his arm. He's looking a little wounded, but not a great deal.
We're gonna thank you. We're gonna go with flame. I want sacred flame. And then straight off the bat, gonna do a. Off the back of that, I'll do spiritual weapon, please.
It made it save, so it doesn't take any damage from Sacred Flame. The spiritual weapon binks into existence, however, it doesn't quite connect, and it misses. That brings us to Zavorax.
To take care of this guy in front, aren't I? Let's give him a glaving. And with that, I also with with my. Give me a second, sorry. My level 1.
Okay, yep, so the Divine Smite hits it for 6. The actual glaive does 13.
Can't re-roll the frost damage. A great weapon master, can I?
I don't believe so.
Attack you with a melee weapon.
I'd imagine so. It's something I'll have to look into, because obviously that's not the actual melee weapon, that's just like an effect, but the effect is because of the melee
Yeah.
weapon, so yeah, just roll it. It'll be fine.
I would say that doesn't apply. That doesn't sound right.
Well, we'll say that it does,
Okay.
so just roll it, and then we'll look into it, and we'll
Okay.
make the judgment for next time. Well, in that case,
It was meant to be.
that's your first attack.
Yeah, we get more attacks.
It's starting
I'll
to
attack.
look like it felt it. It's still not looking very rough, but it's looking more annoyed than rough.
Okay. I'll attack again.
That is a miss.
And with my bonus action, a bonus action, I'll use my spiritual weapon.
Oh yeah.
That definitely happens as you pray to your god. The weapon just materializes and just absolutely twats the shit out of it in the back. Or 8. Struggling to click on the guy because of all these spiritual weapons knocking about. 12 points of damage. And I believe that ends your turn.
It does indeed. This bloody thing won't die.
It keeps moving Gamulf to the bottom of the list for some reason. But it's Gamulf at 18.
Nobody likes them.
Nice. Okay, I'm going to freeze and boom the guy in front of me.
That's a hit.
Nice, and I'm again going to use Hunter's Mark and Sneak Attack because everyone's around him. Nice!
Good hit.
Very nice.
Is he still looking pretty
He's looking rough now. He's got numerous scorch marks on him. There's blood dripping out of various bolt holes. He's still going strong though, but he's starting to look a little worse for wear.
Another one in the bolt hole.
This
nice.
is gonna hurt.
I hope this is gonna hurt. Oh,
It didn't hurt as much.
the fucking shitty and
There's so many ones and
that doubled
twos.
as well.
Oh god.
Your hunter's mark is doubled, yeah.
Well, let's at least hope that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. 8. I actually did more damage with my first attack.
You did.
Without it being crit.
It would have been better if that crit, because your sneak attack would have doubled as well.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Is that your go, or you got your bonus? Yeah, haven't you?
Is this guy still alive?
He is still alive, yeah.
No, my bonus action, then I'm just Wolfie's just gonna run around at the top of the stairs above us, just fucking desperate to come down, but he can't fit down the stairs.
Okay,
And
okay.
that's it.
Brings us to the guy who's taken a fair beating. He's then gonna continue trying to attack wonders. The first one is a 24, which is a hit, and with a bite for 25 points of damage.
Oh snap.
Oh, there's too many bodies, I can't click on him.
Looking pretty bad. I've got 3 hit points.
He's looking super rough. It's then going to follow that up with 2 strikes with its scimitar, which both missed.
Phew.
That brings us to Straz.
So, gonna short bow this guy. Miss, right?
That's a miss.
And again.
That's a miss.
Miss. And I'm gonna slam.
That's
Missed.
also a miss. Minions
Useless.
doing work.
Useless. Then I'm going to go into my spell work and go acid arrow this guy.
Nice.
Which is also a miss.
Half damage. Four.
Okay. Anything else, or is that you? I think that's you. Done.
Well, I'm gonna blow the wolf whistle.
Oh, well, it takes.
Is that not a bonus action?
I think
don't know
it
what.
takes your bonus action to control your minions. I think. We'll just say you can do it, and once again, this is something else we'll look into. I think it does take your bonus to control your minions.
Alright.
But yeah, we'll look into it after the stream, no worries.
So the wolf
That's what
is
we
here.
need. More fucking people on these stairs.
Yeah.
So that's your turn then, unless
That's
you
my
want.
turn.
Okay.
And then, hold on. Because I need to roll a d20 to see if I poof.
Poof back out. You do not poof out of existence.
That's annoying. Okay. Done.
Okay, so that brings us to this guy who's going to walk over here, and he's going to shoot his longbow at Strasner.
Why?
Because you're in the back doing things. He doesn't like it. You've just acided his mate.
Yeah, not a lot though. Anyway.
The first one hit, and the second one hit. Also, we've seen you just blink in and out of existence.
That is true.
He's not very happy with you. And that does 50 points of damage.
What kind of damage is it? Short bow damage, isn't
It's piercing and poison.
it?
I believe you're unconscious.
I am unconscious.
That brings us to Mastiff, who you can't
I'm
flee
scared,
anymore.
aren't
Yes, but you're out of sight, so you can do your check.
Okay, so do
Do
a
a
wisdom
wisdom
save.
save.
Click on self, saves, wisdom, mint. Oof.
You break out of the effect. You are no longer scared. That does take your turn, though.
Am I able to rage or do I have to wait?
That's your action. So I can say you can rage if you want.
So I break out of fear and just use it one of my rages, please.
Yep. Okie dokie. And with that, the guy next to you is going to use one of his legendary actions. And he's going to attack you with his tail.
Yeah.
Which is a miss. Which then brings us to his turn. He's going to whip his tentacles around at you 3 times in some kind of hentai type of session.
Senpai, no.
Which hits once for 14 points of bludgeoning damage, rounded down to 7. However, you
rage
need to
off.
do a Constitution save.
Constitution save. Just check one thing on my rage description. No, it's only strength checks I get advantage on. Okay, so click on me, save, Constitution.
Whatever was going to happen, you seem to shake the effect off. You feel something occurring, but then you get rid of it.
Interesting.
Ends
Nope.
his turn, so that brings us to Wonders.
Seeing the homeboy fall down, I hit up level 3 Prayer of Healing. See that. You want that, and you want this. That's it. Yeah, +4s for.
Okay.
Then you use a bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on. Do you want it, Straz, or should I put it on myself?
Well, like, what do I get if I get it? Because if they attack me and hit me, I'm more likely just going to die again. Is the shield of fate actually going to help?
Increase 2 AC.
I mean, I'm at 11.
Alright, okay, I will cast it on myself then, please.
Do you want Burns? Do you want the heal to be re-rolled? Are you going to use that on the next one? Okay, so you've got 2 extra armor class. Okay, that brings us to Zavarex. Oh no, sorry, you want to do your can't attack with your sword because you use your bonus action to cast Shield of Faith. Okay, yes, that brings us to Zavorax.
Could I start with my bonus
Just let me know
action
when you want to drop it, Burns. Just let me know when you want to drop it
and
like
try
it's
and
hot.
hit this first guy?
With the
20.
spiritual weapon, yeah?
Yeah.
What's your
plus.
spell attack?
Spell attack is 7. 15.
So that's a 16, which is a hit. It's a D8 plus your charisma modifier. That'll be 5.
Charisma modifier is 4. Yeah, 5.
Yeah, the sword slices him. It does a little bit of damage, but he's seems to be hunky-dory.
Okay. How is he looking?
He's
Rough.
looking pretty rough. One good hit will finish him. A couple of little stabs should do the same as well. But just remember, Burns, give us a holler when you want us to do the re-roll. Just so I don't forget about it, buddy.
I'm gonna try and kill him then.
Oh, sorry about that. Didn't mean that.
I don't. It's what I need. Save him.
Okay. That might not hit because the Hand of Fate has forced a re-roll. Someone in chat has forced you to re-roll that attack.
God damn it, Ice Ruin.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, somehow the fates have intervened and the attack fails to strike the target.
Okay.
That was your
in that
first
case-
attack. You've got your second attack anyway.
Yeah. I'll
That is a hit.
And in that case, just to make sure that he does definitely die, I want to with my divine smite again.
Definitely added tension, buddy.
12 damage.
Oh. And then your normal attack as well. Nice, as you bring the glaive arcing down, it smashes into the skull of the weird snake creature, dragging all the way down. Then the divine energy explodes through its torso, covering you in vitae as it goes. Boop.
Nice. Okay, and then with my movement, I want to move right to the bottom of the stairs, as close to this.
Yeah, you can go there. That's fine. Anywhere around that area is fine.
Yeah.
You're okay there. If you go a tiny little bit more to the left, he will swing at you.
So would other people be able to get around me if they wanted to? Again.
You'd be able to fit someone in there. They can go around this side. They can always. They need to do a check over here because obviously the floor is a bit watery.
So is the ship filling with water?
It is. The ship is slowly filling with water.
Have any
That filling with water, is that posing a danger to us? The fact that it's filling with water?
Not a big danger.
At some point it will, but at the moment it's just about the size of a human. So water is kind of coming in, but it's not absolutely pouring in.
Does anybody have a spell of mending, or
I don't know. It's got a mending spell.
I think I know something.
I'm a flipping
someone needs to
woodworker,
fix that.
bro. I just use my wood carving
point.
Just bring out a hammer.
Yeah, that's me done.
Oak bottom. Okay, I'm going to use my bonus action to transfer Hunter's Mark from the dead one to the one this guy I can see.
Okie dokie.
And then I'm going to shoot him twice.
They both hit.
Okay, so that one with 2d6 for my sneak attack plus my Hunter's Mark. And then that one with my just Hunter's Mark.
Okay, his both bolts strike him. He's looking He's looking quite rough already. As you realise, these creatures are quite hardy. They do take a beating, but he's starting to look a bit rough already after that first volley. So that brings us to Starazna. Unless you wanted to move, Gamulf.
Nah. I'm like enjoying my sniping position.
Mo, because I died, does that mean the wolf is no longer there and my zombies? What does that mean?
Because of the Necronomicon,
Right?
your zombies and skeletons are still under your control because they're bound to the
Okay.
book. Your wolf's still there because that's bound to the whistle until it dies. However, your blink spell has blinked out.
Okay, that's
Wait,
fine. So,
I need to make a quick work call. Can Mo, can you take over for Mastiff for me, please?
Yep, Mega Berthas.
Cheers, pal.
so I'm going to slam with the zombie. That's got a hit, right?
That's a hit. 7 points of damage.
And then short bow. I'll miss.
That's a miss.
Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
That.
Chipping away.
Yeah. So I'm going to run this wolf closer. Can you get there?
Yeah, you can get there, no worries.
And then I'm going to fight with him.
That is a miss.
And then I'm going to go into my spell book. And I'm going to do Scorching Ray.
That is a hit.
So that's 6 damage, and then I've got 2 more I can do on the same guy. So it's just a roll, just a 20 and then plus 8, right?
Yeah. That's a hit.
And then, so that's 2d6. So 6, another 6, and I'll do it again. That's a hit.
That's definitely a hit.
There you go.
As you open the palm of your hand and the 3 scorching rays shoot out, smashing the creature in its face and in its torso, it doesn't seem to have as much an effect as you were hoping. It does hurt the creature, but not as much as you were possibly hoping for.
Guys, it's resistant to fire.
Yeah, it's underwater snake lizard.
Which brings us to the Yunti, who's going to lay the smackdown on Zavorax. Well, he's going to try. He flails his sword 3 times. The final one seems to finally manage to break his parry and do some actual damage. Striking him for 10 points of damage.
I got hit for like 50.
There was his poisoned arrow tips. This guy's using
Mo.
just his sword.
I think my 7 temporary health points had disappeared as well.
Yes, they have gone poof. There you go.
Some is blue.
That's going to be at 52. There you go.
So cheers, pal.
So that brings us to Mastiff, who's looking a bit pinned in. He's gonna do what he always does in these situations. He's not going to reckless attack. That'd be crazy when he's pinned into a corner on his lonesome. First Bertha is a hit for 11 points of damage. Bringing the second Bertha down, which is also a hit. For 18 points of damage.
Plus his 2. I'm doing it on behalf of him. Don't forget his plus 2s.
Yeah, for rage.
The third one is a hit. So that is 12. And then it'll be -6 for all the rages. Okay, that's Mastiff's go. Just battered him 3 times. The creature is looking pretty rough.
Ooh.
That's it. At the end of Mastiff's go, the creature is going to use its legendary attack. Which is a 26, which is a hit. Hits him for 15 damage, which is half due to his rage. It is then the creature's go. It is then going to cast a spell on Mastiff. So Mastiff will need to do a Wisdom saving throw. We know Mastiff's great in the Wisdom
wise.
department. He has failed, so Mastiff is now
again?
Mastiff. He broke out of the scared.
No, but is he scared again?
He's not scared. No. He is now enslaved by the creature. He is now charmed.
No.
Oh shit!
I thought it was resistant to being charmed when he was raging, a raging Cajun.
I'm pretty sure that's later on.
I think that's.
God damn it, Joe! Where are you in your book knowledge?
I will have a quick check. Advantage on strength checks. Bonus damage, resistance to other damage. Your rage lasts 1 minute. Nope, that must be later on in the barbarian tree.
Punchline is
Yeah,
I've just given him that ring of Alafire, of which would have been perfect. He's the one that's wearing it at the moment as well.
Wait,
yeah, friend
beginning at
doesn't do
6th level.
anything.
Mindless rage.
Yeah,
but
he took a dip into fighter.
Oh.
He's 5 barbarian, 1 fighter, so he did not take that. So he is now controlled by the beast, and the beast is going to use its movement just to come sauntering out of the cubbyhold. Obviously, you are unaware of what has gone on in said hole.
It's a sea dick.
It is a giant sea dick. Yeah, with it being in the cupboard, it can do 3 of them a turn, but it couldn't do anything.
What, on Mastiff?
You don't get an attack opportunity now because it's just walked into your. It's only when it leaves your combat radius you get one. So that brings us to wonders.
How is this dude looking here, please, Mo?
He's looking pretty rough.
Sorry.
He's he's less than half. Looking pretty
Okay,
rough.
super. I'm gonna go to the bottom of the stairs, quickly blocking the entrance so I can see enough where Mastiff is as well. Please.
You can't see Mastiff from there at all.
Oh,
He's
I
in a
can't,
room.
can I? Alright, I think I can see enough from where I am though. Okie dokie then. And then going to cast and how is this dude looking, please, man?
He's taking a bit of damage, but he's not looking rough. You can see he's got some dripping wounds from Bertha, but he's not looking too bad, to be honest.
I'm gonna do Spirit Guardians. Cheers.
Okie dokie. So the big guy saved, the smaller guy failed. So it takes half.
Cool. I think click on the damage. Oh no, is that 14 the damage?
Yeah, that 14's the damage.
Cool.
And with that spell, it's not a one thing. It lasts for 10 minutes. So every round that does that damage. He does 3d8 every round for people that are in the area.
That makes me smart. It was like once, but yeah, that's good.
So you've got your bonus left. You can use your sword.
I'm gonna use my sword, please. On as like this dude isn't down.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm gonna.
D20
I'll
and
be
then
back in a sec.
add 7. Yep, that's a hit. So
So
1d8, and we're adding 4 to it. For 5 points of damage. Okay, and I believe that ends your turn. That brings us to Zavorax.
Okay. I'm going to try and scare them.
That also affect Mastiff.
You can't see Mastiff.
Can't see him.
Oh, okay.
Fortunately.
He's off round a corner still.
Yeah.
So the little guy is frightened of you. However, the big guy doesn't care about being frightened.
Immune.
Basically, he's immune to it. He's not having any of it.
Okay. Okay, so I'll bring my spiritual weapon over to the big guy and attack.
That's a hit.
And a D8. What does it?
Okay. And is that your turn?
Yes. Turn.
Okay, at the end of your turn, it's going to use one of its legendary actions to hit you with its tail.
Bastard.
Which rolled a 22, which is a hit.
Is a hit.
Hits you for 16 points of damage.
Sorry, I am back.
Here it is. Brings us to Gamulf.
Okay. Fish dude.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Nice.
He's still standing. He's got numerous bolts piercing him. There's quite a lot of blood and ichor dripping out of various wounds. A few more hits, or a good hit will finish him. He's starting to stagger a bit on his tail. That's a hit.
Close.
Yeah, not bad.
The second bolt flies, strikes him in the shoulder. He's super swaying now. He's not long for this world.
I think that's it. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. I'm not going to use a bonus action.
Okay, at the end of your turn, the creature is going to use another one of its legendary actions to attack Zavorax again. This time it bounces off the armor. That brings us to Straz.
Is that the big bad guy?
That was the big bad guy, yeah. Not the snake, the big tentacle monster.
I'm gonna bite with the wolf.
That's a hit.
Nice.
The wolf brings its jaws down, finds something vital that was sticking out of one of the holes, rags the Yunti backwards and forwards, and he goes bloop.
And I'll just whisper to Grey Wolf because he's next to me. See, that's how you do it. Just a little bit of a bite. Nibble them out. Cool. So I'm going to get these skeletons to go here. Move to zombie there. But I still can't see what's going on on my screen. I can't see. I'm pretty sure there's a guy here. Am I right? But I can't see him.
Yeah, because there's a wall in your way.
Yeah, but there's this guy. I've just moved there. He can see him.
You can see him, yeah.
But I can't see him on my screen, so I'm just going to move myself there.
I'll just stick a torch on him, obviously. Now you should be able
Alright.
to see him.
I'll go there. So I'll go next to him. I'm gonna slam into him.
That's
This I shoot. I'm gonna go into my spell work. And I'm gonna go with acid arrow. Why am I doing that?
Nice.
Out.
Yeah, that's a hit.
That was true.
Have a double.
That'll be level 2 spell.
Whoa. Lots of dice. Not so many damages.
Well, they're all
Indeed.
D4s.
We're going 2 times
good.
a
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. As the arrow strikes the
good.
creature, it hits the mucus covering its skin and does 0 damage.
Get lost.
Oh, acid.
Yeah,
Immune to acid.
yeah. Acid and fire, my main attacks, it's immune to it. Mow the bastard. And then that's it.
That's your turn. Okay, the creature is going to use its final legendary action of this turn to deploy the tail against the Vorax again,
Fuck it.
which misses again. That brings us to Mastiff, who's going to come charging out, going, let's do this! Bertha time! And he's going to deploy a Bertha, which is a miss.
Is he deploying the Bertha on?
He is deploying it
Not
onto Vorax, which is a hit.
One, yeah. My AC.
For 10 points of damage, and then he's going to bring another Bertha attack down on him, which is a hit so close to a crit. For 18. And then how dare I forget, he's raging.
Looking pretty rough.
That's another -4 for his 2 rage attacks.
Very rough.
At least he's not hasted.
This is true.
Yeah.
That brings us to the creature's turn, who's going to deploy 3 tentacles at Zavorax.
Oh.
Which, surprisingly, all miss.
Yes.
God damn it! That brings us to 2 wonders. Are you going to do your channel divinity now, buddy, that you threw up?
No, sorry, I've seen
before?
if Channel Divinity had anything smart against Mastiff. I don't think it does. I'm going to play it safe and top up everyone's health and just hope that the Warwight is able to lock it off next round. So, going to do my final level 3 spell, of which, just a heads up, lads, I don't have Revivify, but hopefully this healing spell heals everyone up nicely. Is that even possible? Level 3 spell. Then can I use my spiritual weapon is against?
You sure can. Roll a d20 and add 7.
Oh,
Your channel divinity would have been better.
just a touch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it would have been.
No, your channel divinity is not a touch.
No, it would have been just a touch, but I wouldn't have known that would gotten a worse roll with that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hit, so roll a d8 and add 4. Okay, it's made it save against your vortex of dirty angels.
Clean. So, is that me done then? So it's spiritual weapon and it's
You
made
need
it
to
save.
roll 3d8 because it still takes half damage on your Dirty Angel spell.
Mastiff take damage as well then.
I won't. What? So we put him unconscious?
It's only he was designated one of the friendly targets earlier, so he's still classed as a friendly target because when the spell was cast.
Very good.
Is that the end of your turn?
I think so. That's my
that
spell, my
okay?
bonus, and my angels. Yep.
So the creature's gonna use its legendary action to take a swipe at Zavorax.
How many legendary actions does
I
it
thought you
get?
said you said it used it last legendary action.
It
Last
gets
time it used an action.
Per
It
turn.
gets 3 per turn, so it's had its turn, so they've reset.
Damn.
So it's got 2
Okay.
left now. That was a miss,
Oh.
by the way. That brings us to Zavorax.
Right, I'm going to
I say be a coma, and it was a long one, so I don't blame you,
Use-
buddy.
Dragon Fear. I know that it can't affect the big guy, but I don't want Mastiff hitting me. I'm going to try and cause him to be frightened.
Okay. Mastiff needs to make a wisdom save.
Very wise. Actually.
10. So your DC's... Yeah, it's way above that, so he's failed
14, 15. 15, yeah.
that. So he's...
Does that override his charm?
I am not too sure.
I don't know either. I was hoping.
It just means it can't move
I think they can
closer
stack.
to you, and he gets disadvantage if he tries to on anything he does, basically, because you're looking at him. I'm not too sure if it would override the charm. I don't think so, because it says on the charm only bit of meta knowledge, only damage, or dispelling it will get rid of it.
Yeah.
I've returned.
You're attacking us now, Mastiff.
I'm attacking you.
Yup.
Yeah, you've been charmed by the fish dude. Slithed
Oh.
up inside your head.
Oh no.
It's okay, I just made you frightened of me. You have
so-
disadvantage on our attacks.
I'm so sorry.
So you've got your bonus still.
Yeah, could I use my spiritual weapon? That's 12.
That's a miss. And to Strasner, it would. I just can't be bothered typing that. Yes.
Ha 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 ha.
So that's your turn. So he's going to use his legendary action, his second one, to sweep the tail, which is a 27, which is a hit, hitting you for 14 damage.
Oh, that's
as
not
it
me unconscious.
brings his hentai tail round, smashes you in the side of the face, and you go down hard on the floor.
Oh, getting slapped by a wet kipper.
That brings us to Gamel.
Nice. So I'm going to use my bonus action to transfer Hunter's
You
Mark
can't
to the
see him.
Edict. Okay. Is
This-
this all underwater, like here? Or is this solid?
On the very edge is solid. Obviously, each round the water is expanding. So yeah,
And the
expanded.
staircase is solid, right?
It is solid, yeah. It's like floor to ceiling wall, if you can imagine it.
Okay, then I'm going to get myself to here, standing on the table.
You'll need to do a check to get between Straz and Wonders. A quick acrobatics to see if you can. And we'll count that as jumping on the table as well. So as you try and squeeze between them, you manage it, but you fall prone as you go between them.
God damn it.
Which means you won't have enough movement to stand back up.
Can I shoot
takes-
from off the floor?
You can. It's a disadvantage, but you can certainly shoot while you're prone.
Okay, so now I can see him. I've used my Hunter's Mark.
The old bonus hunter's mark, yeah.
Yep. And then I'm gonna roll. So this is the first one off the floor.
It's a miss.
Okay, and this is the second one off the floor. I have pressed it, it's just not rolled yet.
Just taking its time, is it? Oh, tell me about it. Lying down on the job, shocking
It's a
behaviour.
different Baba song.
Again.
It's roll 20, just having a baz. The second one, surprisingly, you do manage to right your aim, and the bolt does strike one of the tentacles as it's flailing around.
Nice. And then I get my sneak attack and
Terrible
my
roll.
hunter's mark. While you were out of the room, I got a crit, and it rolled less than the attack I did beforehand, which was not crit. Which
I love the
was
fact you
4.
rolled like 3 ones in that one. 1 plus 1, 1 plus 4 plus 1.
It won't be a problem soon. Cool. And
Okay.
now I'm just
Is that your turn
laying
then?
on the floor. Yeah, I can't do anything else.
Okay, it's going to use its final legendary action of this turn to strike at Wonders.
You know,
Can it reach?
It's got 10-foot reach, so yeah.
Okay.
Which is it just bounces harmlessly off the shield.
Wonders is a is a giant flaccid sea dick. It can do what it wants.
Yeah.
It's
So
pretty
I'm going to use
Raz,
zombie to slam.
We only got the big guy left
That's
there.
a hit.
And you,
Oh, and
because you're
me.
currently attacking us.
How do I get out of this attacking my friends?
It's
phase?
my turn, Mastiff. Wait for your turn. So that's the wolf biting for 9.
These attacks are having less impact than you'd hope.
That's fine. I'm just chaining them in, getting them done quickly. Does that hit? 18,
It does,
yeah.
yep.
And that misses. And then, so how much damage did they do then? So I had a 7, a 9, and a 4.
They've had less impact than you were hoping.
Okay, then I'm going to go into my spellbook, and then I'm going to cast Charm Person at level 1 on Mastiff.
had so many mental spells cast on you, Mastiff.
Head is all over the
And
place.
he
Yeah.
has failed, so he is now under your command.
Under my control. I think that's what I can do.
Okay. That brings
How
us
long
still
is he under
scared of
my
me.
control for?
what does
Oh,
the
1 hour.
Yeah.
Good.
There you go. It is now Mastiff.
Massive, you're going to be picking your own eyes out in a bit, mate.
Oh, so I'm going to use. I'm just going to birther him, but I don't know how. I can't. I don't know how I can do it. That now, can I?
Right, so
Joe can
what
click the bertha.
am I birthering?
The creature.
I'm again,
The creature, yeah.
Not me.
Am I using any abilities, or am I just going standard birther?
Sazan only knows Bertha.
I only know that you're hitting it with bertha, so you're just going to bertha it.
Okay, regular
As
birther.
many as you got, regular bertha. As many
Yes.
attacks as you have.
That's a hit.
And I'm not frenzied. Am I hasted or anything?
No.
Thankfully.
So if I'm not hasted, and then I'm not frenzied, then I only get 2 attacks.
Raged though, I'm not sure if that matters.
He's
me
just
extra 2
normal
damage.
rage, he's not frenzied.
An extra 2 damage on that attack.
Yeah, I've done the extra 2. So that's your go. So that brings us to the Aboleth, who is going to just kind of decrete his way over this way. He's going to drop some tentacles on Wonders, trying to get through his defense. The tentacles are not doing work, so he's going to. He's just going to try a third tentacle. Oh, which works which is a 25.
Same as my thing.
doing 16 points of damage, and if you can do a Constitution save, please.
Did the zombie and the wolf get an attack of opportunity?
No,
we,
he's
like,
still
did
in
a three-
combat with them. They didn't like leave their combat
okay.
range.
I'm currently AC 25. Is that also?
Yeah, it hits.
This
It's
is right.
whatever. If you've got it, it's like meat to beat. So since it rolled a 25, that's a hit.
The meat. Beat the meat.
So just reading the charm person thing, it's not a mind control. It just makes me regard the person as a friendly acquaintance.
Oh, it must be different to the creature's charm person then.
Says if it fails saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful to it. The charmed creature regards you as a friendly acquaintance. When the spell ends, the creature knows it was charmed by you.
Okay.
Well, let's see what charm does.
So it just makes me think. It just reminds me that me and Straz are bros.
Yeah. Okay. So in that case, then you wouldn't have attacked the creature at all, and you would have then gone on a rampage. So
Whoa, hold on. So his charm
he's
still
one-
overwrites my charm person. He just thinks that we're friends. So
yeah, he
wouldn't
just
attack
now.
me.
Yeah, he just won't attack you because he knows now that you're bros. So the creature gets its health back from Joe's hit, and then Mastiff's obviously on his turn is going to charge in, and seeing a prone Gamulf, he's gonna drop the burster on him.
Oh, you absolute.
Oh shoot!
I would have done something different. Oh well.
Is a hit.
You have to play true to the rules.
Oh, and then the
Well,
crit.
yeah, but I asked Mo whether what I thought was you were charmed by
Yeah,
me, so I could control you,
thought
and then
that's
Mo
what it
said
meant.
yes, and then I did it. If he said no, I would have done a different spell.
Yeah, well, you can cast a different spell then. We'll just retcon that whole round.
Just keep playing.
As far as I was concerned, I thought it was, but obviously I was wrong.
I
Joe fucking ratted us out.
You can cast a spell.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
I'm unconscious. Is Mastiff still scared of me?
No, because once you go down, the fear effect ends.
Thought that might have been the
Because
case.
if you're down, he's not going to be really scared of you because you're on the floor.
Yeah.
So yeah, just cast any spell you want then, Shiraz.
Right, I'll make it quick. I'm going to go into the spell book then, and I'm going to go with.
Too many people. I can't click on Gamulf, but he's unconscious now after receiving a double bertha.
That move counted.
Yeah.
Am I?
I think I'm going to go chromatic orb. Does that hit? It's going to
I can't see
be.
how many hit points you've got. I'm just presuming you are, and I'll move some people out of the way. You've
No, I'm
got-
back to full health. I've got 51.
Oh, I thought
Sorry.
you'd been injured a lot, but obviously not.
Wonders healed me back up.
Oh, he's very nice like that.
Yes.
So
I'm not having a great time.
I've done chromatic orb, and it's going to be lightning damage. Does 17 hit though?
That is a hit. Yep. Roll for damage.
Jesus fucking Christ!
No.
The it doesn't have as much effect as you were hoping.
What? What is it not
That's
immune
like,
to?
He's resistant to all magic. He gets advantage on all saving throws and takes half damage on all magic effects.
Well,
He's a legendary sea
Damn.
monster. He's an animal.
yeah. All right. Well, carry on.
Okay, that takes us to wonders, I believe.
Pimple, please cast Divine Channel Divinity, please. And
Yep.
everyone stood up.
So they get 5 times, so that's 30 hit points, but you can't take them above half.
Yeah. Okay, that is not on the spellbook.
It's one of your channel divinities. It's your ability.
Excellent. I'm just trying to make sure I get through the habit of opening that mark. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, and
What's up to you? I'm not sure if you need to see
you've
it
got
or
your
whatever.
you've got your bonus.
And then, yeah, then bring my another variation for bonus action. I'm then gonna go for spiritual weapon, please.
Yep. So roll your d20.
No.
That's a miss. So at the
Well,
end of your turn, the creature's going to use one of its legendary actions to try and enslave. It's going to enslave a skeleton. So the skeleton can do a wisdom save, please.
I mean, they're all pretty wise, aren't they, skeletons, right?
Yeah. Wisdom save, right?
Yep. Which is a fail, so the skeleton is now under the control of the creature.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Oh no.
That brings us to Savorax. I'm guessing you're using
Wait,
half your
oh,
movement
hang
to
on,
stand
hang on.
up.
Oh, I just had a thought. It gets a +4. Or,
What gets a +4?
or
My
protection.
my skeleton.
Yeah.
What's the range on it?
I thought it was 10 foot,
10
wasn't it?
feet.
Yeah, it's
Or
out of
is-
10 feet.
oh. I was thinking you're a zombie.
Yeah, the zombies next to him. That's specifically why it targeted something further away from you. The creature's not an idiot. It's a legendary monster. Which can also read minds, by the way. It's not me being a dick. It's actually part of it. It can read minds.
Oh, I just assumed.
I figured.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to stand up. Stand up. And I'm gonna try and kill it. My glaive of penetration. Penetrate it.
Yep, that's a hit.
And with that, make it scared. What I can do.
so you know, Scott, I'm running low on everything for spells.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit it with my divine smites.
Okay. And then the actual damage.
Re-rolling the 1. Agreed on it earlier.
Yep.
That may not be the actual.
It makes no difference because it's resistant to magic damage, so it still only does 1 damage.
Fair enough.
Dinking away.
Yeah, definitely dinking away. It's looking exceptionally rough at this moment, by the way. I just thought I'd mention. Yep, that's another hit.
With my last slot, I'm gonna divine smite it again. Oop. I can kill it.
Oh, sugar, I forgot my angel.
Can I re-roll both of them?
Yep.
So D10.
Just re-roll the whole attack again.
Oh yeah. I think.
Okay, it's just hanging on for dear life. Not quite done for, but it's not going to take much. Is that your turn?
I forgot about my floating sword. The floating sword over to it again, and
just leave it. I was going to say just leave it up there, but do its attack. It's just so I can't click on the monster when there's that many things around it. Well, that's a miss. So at the end of your turn, it is going to do its legendary action of Psychic Drain. Which does 3d6 damage to everyone it's got mind controlled, and it heals itself for that amount.
It causes damage.
Please roll
to,
badly. Please roll
Mastiff.
badly. Please roll badly. Oh, it rolled well.
I don't know why it rolled so many. I said 3. Stupid game.
Take those
the
3.
first
Take those
three.
3. Why is it doing 4?
I don't understand because it says rolling 3d6.
Yeah, it does. I say just take the first 3.
Yeah, first 3 of the first 3, 6, 2, and 3.
So
Also,
okay,
because
so
he's done
that's,
damage Mastiff,
that's
does that mean
9,
that he's
yeah?
no longer...
so it's 11. But heals for 22 hit points.
and
The
Oh, well.
skeleton goes down to 2 hit points.
they now free of the mind control. Because it did damage to it.
It does, yeah. Mastiff takes 11 damage. But they are now free of the mind control, the skeleton and him.
Mastiff is pissed.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm going to use some of my movement to stand up.
Yep.
Where can I get to? No. Like, I'm happy to do acrobatics or athletics checks, but where can I get to?
Anywhere you want.
Yeah,
You
by the
can,
jump?
yeah, you can get there because you'll
Oh,
be
yeah,
like
and
running
attack of
across the
opportunity.
table and jump. It will get a swipe at you, but
Yeah. But I can't crossbow him because I'm in just about close to him anyway.
Where's Doggo? Can Doggo get to him?
No, because the stairs themselves are like 30 feet. So, okay, so I need to do a acrobatics. Or
Hey.
athletics?
no, you can just run there because you're already like on the table. You went prone on the table, so it's just literally running off the edge if you're going down there. But yeah, the guy will get a swipe at you as you run past.
Yeah. Give it a whirl. Seed it.
You
Press the
dick.
wrong button. I rolled a 25 to hit, damaging you for
that
18 points of damage.
I am unwell.
It give you a good tickle on the way through.
Nah. But I look cool because I just ran across a half-sunken ship and dived
Do
across
a-
the table, so...
a
okay, I'm gonna...
Constitution save.
No, that's only against his tentacle attack, not his tail attack. Okay, so
Anyway.
1 hits, 1 misses. The bolt strikes true and hard. He's looking super rough once again. All his healing's just been undone.
Good.
The end. I'm guessing that's the end of your turn. You've got your bonus if you want to do any bonus type things.
As a bonus, can I do anything about the hole in the floor with my woodcarver's tools? Or just like, can I do anything about the hole in the floor as a bonus action?
I'll let you try and patch it. Will be at disadvantage though, as you know the water is pouring through it.
Okay, I'm gonna. How do I do? What do you want me to do?
Have you got is it in your character sheet? Your wood carving tools?
It is, but when I press it, it asks me what sort of value I want to put on it.
You'll be putting dex in it. In the drop down thing, it should add your dex. And another one for disadvantage. You somewhat managed to patch the hole. It's definitely slowed the rate at the rate the water's coming in and sinking the ship. However, it is a very temporary measure, and you're not too sure how long it is going to hold.
Cool.
So I'm guessing that's the end of your turn now. Then, so the creature's
Yeah.
going to whap his tail at Wonders. It just bounces off the shield. I don't even know why people try and attack Wonders. That brings us to
No.
Straz.
The wolf's gonna bite.
Man.
That's a hit.
Bring it down, bring it down.
The zombie's gonna slam. So I hit or a miss 15.
That's a miss.
Then I've got 2 short bows. Miss.
Hit.
Hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
5.
Once again, these normal attacks are having very little, practically no effect on the creature.
So normal attacks and magic attacks do not a lot of damage.
Well, normal attacks is in with a normal weapon don't. If it's a magical weapon, then it does like with Bertha, he's just resisting half of the necrotic damage, and same with the fancy glaive that Zavorax has got. It's only taking half of the frost, but it's taking full damage on the actual slashing.
Fine. And then if I move, am I in melee range with it now?
Yes, because he's got 10 feet reach.
Balls. Then I'm... can I hit it with a melee weapon? It's not going to do much, is it? It's going to be bullshit.
Because yours is just a normal staff, it's not going to do much at all. But it does look like it only needs literally a tickle to finish it. Literally a tickle.
Orbs or something? No, it's resistant in it to magic.
All the dead.
It still takes damage, just not full damage. But it literally needs a tickle.
I'm going to go with Spellbook and go Magic Missile then.
As the 3 missiles streak out, striking in various places, ripping a tentacle off, one of the missiles zooms down its throat, seems to hit something quite important inside as it explodes in a shower of vitae.
Cool. Ooh. And because I killed it with a spell, I get to recover some of that damage as health.
You do? So it's like double, was it double the level or something? I can't remember.
Twice the spell's level, or 3 times level is the current necrotic. So that was the spell level 1, so I get 2 health.
Nice.
Imagine
it. Half your health in it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, it blooped out of existence. That was a super tough fight.
So
that really was.
Do we know if mending can work on the ship's hull?
Yeah, do you want to get to it, Wonders?
As you are discussing this, the hole that was hastily patched by Gamel breaks open, and water comes absolutely fucking gushing in, flooding
fucking Wonders, mend it,
the entire bottom of it.
The divine energy and just touch
the hole is much bigger than 1 foot.
Easing it.
To begin with, the hole was water. To begin with, the hole was bigger than 1 foot, and then obviously it's a lot bigger. So mending.
Can Mastiff like shove his arse in the hole?
It's much bigger than a hole, than an arse.
Medical knowledge. Does Mastiff have anything that you can do to help with this?
Well, you can try and repair it, but it's going to be very difficult because the water is now up to knee height. You're struggling to find wood to start patching it that's big enough. As the hole gets bigger and bigger. Obviously with the force of the ship, the water rushing in, it's peeling like the wood back. As the ship is now about 2-3 foot deep in the water.
Can I still investigate the guy that we just killed?
To the steps.
Yeah, you can have a quick investigation. It'll take some time, so obviously the ship is sinking.
I use mending only on Gamolf's bit that he's used the wood carver tool, so kind of incrementally decreasing the amount of hole, the size of the hole.
It does take 1 minute to cast mending, so you can. I don't know how much of an effect it'll have, but you certainly can.
So Gamolf's like trying to slow it, isn't he? So
yeah, it's not having much success. It is reducing the flow somewhat, but nothing majorly.
Right, Mastiff runs down here to this bottom bit.
Guys, gotta be quick. Search this freaking shit, man.
Me and Gamolf continue to do this combo.
I still rolled a 25 in investigation. I'm
trying to get to it, but people keep talking.
Yeah. Shut up.
You find a small round stone that's pretty much in the stomach of the monster, which is a nice looking stone. You also find a fancy looking hat on one of the tentacles. strewn about the
Fancy.
entire cabin. There is gold everywhere now. There's literally gold everywhere. It's falling out of chests. It seems to have actually been part of the ship. The ship is now at least 4 foot underwater.
So we've got how much can we grab? Like how much can we grab before we run out?
If everyone's grabbing, do athletics, and I'll let you know overall how much the party has run off with.
Oh, that could have been better.
So,
Can I also pop out 2 eyes
Nice
of
one.
the main guy?
Yeah, so you've got 2 aboleth eyes.
knowing that I roll, what's it called? I
Massive,
use
you do have advantage because you're still raging.
extra gamma if I use
On
my
athletics, like,
guidance on gun.
Okay, Wilkins saying Disco's crashed for him, but he's legged it. Between you all, minus Zavorax, because he's legged it, he doesn't like the water, you managed to get about 1,500 gold between you all.
I went to the bottom and did investigation for 16. Did I find anything in this bottom area of the ship?
In the bottom area, you find lots of odds and ends, and another 200 gold secreted away. Other than that, there's not much. It's like the common crew areas. There's not
Okay,
much
and
going on down
I'm
there.
I'm running away now. Been like,
Yep, let's run out.
let's
So
get the
the
fuck out.
water is
Running.
now 6 foot deep. You're definitely
Yeah.
having to swim as the ship's getting faster and faster as it starts
Yeah,
to
I've gone
sink
up a
towards
floor.
the depths.
I'm now up the floor.
Swimming. As I'm swimming sort of along, because it's like 6 foot of water, I'm not that fussed about 6 foot of water. Can I still be grabbing gold?
You can certainly try. If you do an athletics check. While you're grabbing the water will go up to about 8 foot. You managed to get
That's
about
fine.
another 100 gold.
Bingo.
That
Okay,
entire
we've got
section is
1,500
now
gold,
flooded.
boys.
Right, so up the ladder. We're at the steps now.
To the next floor.
To the main screen.
Ah. I brought the water with you. I didn't mean to bring the water.
Well, technically
So
the
we're
water is
still
coming
sinking,
with us.
isn't
So
it?
yeah, the water is lapping at the top of the stairs now.
Okay,
Have we,
so
have we investigated this level?
Yeah.
You
we
can
did
start
it-
hearing
Nothing
big
but
groans and
cannibals.
creaks from underneath and vibrations as the ship breaks in half and the water starts rushing up the stairs at an even greater rate. You're already
Right.
up to your necks in water in this area.
Right, go. I keep going to the top
Yeah,
floor.
not-
Get the fuck out.
Let's just get out of here.
Okay, so as you make it to the top, the 2 ladders that were anchored to the side of the ship have fallen away. I know they're still there, but they've actually fallen away.
Right, Straz, tie the rope to me.
Well, yeah,
The
I'll do
multi-pass
that.
rope.
Multi-pass rope.
And then so I've got an idea. I might, because it's sinking. I'm gonna jump across and and swim to the pier with the rope on me.
Has anyone got anything that they can use to help us with water?
They're not listening to any of your advice
Sorry,
at all.
We've got the
We
feathers,
can-
but it's
I don't
not
think
that
any of them
far
have
from-
the stream up,
make a
to be
boat,
honest.
but I'm pretty okay at swimming.
Yeah, we're not that far from. So I jump across. I jump into the water and swim to the pier with the rope tied to me.
Okay, at this point the entire ship it's now submerged. So you've got the rope, the other guys are just in the water. Vorax is on the pier with you as he cheesed it as soon as the water started pouring in.
Can you
Alright.
can you pull
None of
me in then?
So anyone who wants to grab the rope, and I can pull in. I'm gonna give it like a
help.
second and start pulling Straz in. Is anybody
Well,
else
if he's
grabbing
just-
the rope?
Just Straz or everyone.
Yeah, Wolfie's doing doggy paddle.
I'm
But I'm holding on to
concerned
the
about
rope.
my heavy.
What
Everyone
about
is-
Wonders? Is-
Everyone
Yeah,
needs to do
grabbing it.
athletics checks to swim to shore. Like who have you actually got on the rope? Is it just Straz on the end?
I don't know. Does Wonders try and grab it or anything?
I try and grab it because I've
Okay,
got heavy armor.
do an athletics check to see if you grab the rope. Straz doesn't need the rope. I mean, you've still got hold of it, but you with that you're fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Wonders manages to grab the rope.
Cool. So then me and Zvorax to start pulling Wonders in his heavy armor in.
Yeah, it'll be at disadvantage, but because your rage has faded now because you haven't engaged anyone.
Oh, okay, fair one. So, what am I rolling? Just a strength save.
Athletics.
Oh, athletics. Got that thing. Athletics at disadvantage.
I have disadvantage as well.
You're just helping him, so you don't.
Okay.
Because well, really, when you're helping, it just makes it like you just assist. You generally don't roll, but no worries.
Okay, so
It's not a problem. So with that, you managed to get him pretty close. Gamulf is kind of floundering in the water. He's struggling a little bit.
Right, what do we do? Maybe we just keep pulling him in, or what?
Keep pulling him in.
Yeah, please.
It's sort of working, isn't it?
I mean, for now he's just starting to cough and splutter. He hasn't run out of breath just yet, but he's not far off. He's struggling.
Okay, so
Can I try and start swimming again?
Yeah, you can start swimming again.
So
So Gamulf makes it a little bit further, but he's still a bit away.
I got an 8 on that one. I rolled a 1 on the second athletics.
As you kind of jank the rope, the heavy armor is pulling him, and it's really not going so well. You manage to get him literally 5 feet in the water, and he's at this point his final breath escapes his lungs.
Shit. So we have to do what? Another one?
Yeah, another one. If you fail this time, he will start taking damage.
do
you managed to hike him out.
do you have disadvantage?
I'm exhausted
Yeah,
because of my
tired.
rage and.
Yeah, he's
Actually, no,
Do you want to
really-
move out the way and I'll pull him?
Actually, wait. Why am I? Wait, which one? Yeah, I'm on disadvantage on it because of.
Yeah.
I didn't frenzy in that one.
Let me rage.
Oh.
You were frenzying, trust me.
Oh,
yeah,
did I get
the Abel
frenzy?
of frenzied you.
Oh, right, bastard.
Like
Bastard.
That. So everyone manages to make it onto the shore, and Wonders pops a nice little heal for everyone.
Yeah.
Lovely. So
Yeah, 11 for
I've
everyone.
got.
Plus 1.
Can I arcana check this little stone, please? While I'm
Right.
drying myself up and I'm like, I feel, I've got a little stone. I'm gonna arcana check it.
Right, guys, we don't want to stick around. Fucking, we just sunk a ship. Fucking, we fired cannonballs into the city. We need to get the fuck out of here. Fucking, let's yeet.
Cheese it back to the inn.
Whoa! What did we find? Let's
Let's deal with that like at the pub. Let's get the fuck
At
out
the
of
inn, yeah.
You
I need a
got
beer
here.
in me.
Fucking, you never done crime before. Let's get the fuck out.
We're shooting cannibals into the city.
Mastiff's off. Mastiff's a fucking like, you fucking.
Okay, that's the. I've just shown Strasner the stone
Oh, wow.
as he was checking it before you all cheesed it. So I'm guessing you're now going to cheese it back to the inn, are you? Was that the plan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm behind you, just making sure everyone's still.
Okay. So you're cheesing it back to the inn. On the way there,
Oh my
Right.
god.
nothing happens because I fucking rolled appallingly on all them. Yeah,
Yes.
you managed to get back safely. It doesn't appear there was any
Cool.
signs of guards after you or anything.
No one has any idea that it was us, well, Gamulf, that launched cannons into the city from the ship that's now sunk.
Gamolf.
technically
King Gamol.
Vorax.
As it stands,
Fire any
as,
cannons.
yeah, as it stands as now, you seem unscathed from the incident at the docks.
Cool. Can I arcana check the hat?
You sure can.
If it's a pirate hat, Mastiff wants it.
You do not know what it is. It is
Can
magical.
I identify the hat with a ritual? So it's going to take 11 minutes.
You sure can.
While this is all
What was the rock that you found, Straz?
So it is a stone of good luck, and it's worth 6,000 gold.
Oh.
So
Right,
it
what
requires
does it do though?
attunement. While this polished agate is on your person, you gain a +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
I've just shown you the hat. That should have popped up.
Yes, I've seen the hat now. So this hat of disguise,
Nice.
not a pirate hat, unfortunately.
Damn it.
It requires attunement. While wearing this hat, you can use an action to cast the disguise self spell from it at will. The spell
you
ends
having
if the hat is removed.
Straz is definitely going to use this for removing eyes.
We saw that earlier, didn't we? At the shop.
I mean,
Yeah, we don't.
I
I don't need
would
to be
find
disguised
that-
anymore because I've got
I would
this
find
hat.
that fairly useful.
I've got a head tied to my belt, so I can go and hide in my. I can go and hand that in and get the bounty. Like, or someone else can go and hand it in on my behalf.
Yeah, I would find the hat useful, and unless anyone else does.
Alright, you have the hat, I'll throw the hat to you. Disdainfully.
I'm gonna put the hat on. Hope it's a cool hat.
And the stone? Anyone want the stone?
Maybe that's Zavorax or Mastiffs.
What
Zavorax
did the stone
can't
do,
have
sorry?
it.
It's a +2 on saving throws. I wouldn't
Plus-
mind it, but
I'm
One
good
on-
for
it
that.
does the most saving throws.
1.
What's the?
You know what?
stand
Probably
ability
Mastiff could do with that, seeing as his wisdom is so low. I want to get charmed again.
What was,
Yeah.
so what was the item? When can we see it? I didn't see the item.
Stone of good luck.
Does it require attunement?
Yes.
I've already got 4 attuned items.
Yeah. I've just posted it in the thing. +1 bonus to ability checks and saving throws.
But, well, if Mastiff and Zavorax can't have it, it's either Straz or Wonders or me, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
And that was
Probably
the
you,
jug. I
because you're the
presumed
most
you were
experienced.
identifying the jug as well.
Yeah.
+1
Cool.
to ability checks and saving throws. What are my magic items at the moment? I have. I have this, the +2 the plus strength thing on my head. Braces of defense.
A ring.
This is pretty cool jug.
Got ring plus of AC +1, so I could replace it with the. I'd lose 1 armor class though.
I'm just gonna pocket the jug.
Okay.
What do we think is more important? The AC.
Yeah, definitely the AC of the saving throws. You're
The only-
more in
the only-
there than.
The only thing with that is that the saving throw, like I'm vulnerable to spells, and the saving throws thing is actually pretty good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about equipping something called Dispel Magic, and one which would have come in pretty handy, but alas, foresight.
What's the
And
polish
one
the
cre-
gate? Sorry. So what are you saying? What does I do in Toggle?
Oh yes, gotta get your
Yeah, no,
middle
that's
on.
And one creature,
Jug's
magical
awesome.
option within rail, level 3 or lower, target ends. So essentially I can just cancel any magic, but then I think that'd be pretty good for you. Or anybody that has some ability over magic, you know.
What's the polish the gate worth, Mr. Mo?
To buy 4,200.
I think I'll take it over the AC +1 because although I'm more like taking melee damage, I take half melee damage, and the saving throws thing will help protect me from spells, which I have no protection from.
Yeah.
I think
Take
I'll
it,
go.
use it.
I'll do that. That means I've got an is it a ring of AC +1 available?
If that's what you're unequipping, then yes.
Yeah, ring of AC +1 is available for anyone who needs it.
I
I'll
would,
take
but
it.
I've,
No,
I've already
take it.
got two. I've got 2 rings on anyway. Oh,
I am
hope-
ringless.
Do you want the ring of AC +1 then, buddy?
Or Wonders, you take it and then become even more of a tank if you can.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. I can become even more of a tank, but if you're ringless,
Wonders has already got 2 rings, and he's fully.
Okay.
He's already got 2 rings. He's got the ring of the Rams, and then his ring that gives him an extra level 2 spell.
Ah, nice. Straz, will it make a difference? Oh, you've already got 2, Straz, did you say?
yeah, but if I could take the
Oh,
ring with an extra extra level 2 spell, I don't know.
I'm not giving that up.
I thought you already had 2 rings.
I've got 2 rings. I've got one that increases. I've got an extra spell slot, and I've got one that means something else.
Yeah, he's got one ring that increases the difficulty of his spell, increases
Yeah.
spell DC, and his other ring gives an extra level 1 spell.
trade the level 1 for a level 2 spell with you,
Oh,
Wonders, if you want.
Why would Wonders want to get rid of that?
Yeah, Wonders just
feel
bought
like
that ring. I don't think he's getting shot of it anytime soon.
Just bought that yet, like on Monday.
I feel like he owes me. I'm just saying.
Right. Anyway, chaps, I need to get off. I thought we were
Yeah,
going
I
to
need
do about
to-
half past, so you guys can carry on. But
Yeah.
I'm done.
Need to get going
We-
as
we
well.
can
we
deal
might
with
as
this
well
stuff.
We'll call it then. We can sort everything out after. When we
Yeah,
next
we're
play.
just going to argue who's wearing who's
Yeah,
ring.
argue over jewellery.
Yeah.
I'm pretty upset we didn't get that boat.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could have got the boat, Mo? Or
There is not. Meta knowledge. The boat
Okay,
was
fair.
the boat was a goner.
it is?
No, I wanted to
Yeah,
have
I mean,
I wanted
just-
to have a boat.
Later on, if
Yeah.
if you win enough gold, you'll be able to buy a boat eventually.
And we have a deed to the boat. We can always sell
we have a
that.
deed-
Trick
we have a-
someone.
Do you have a deed to a
That's a
sunk
good point.
boat? That's
We'll-
a good
we'll-
point,
we'll-
actually.
We'll
We
do
could-
that.
We
I
should
wouldn't
try.
Borax would never recommend that.
You get Gamwolf to wear the hat of disguise, and then go and sell someone the deed to the boat that sunk. That'll be.
Have to find out whether there's a bounty on your friend's head as well.
And you can hand in your own after we pretend that you're dead.
Cool. Right. Anyway, chaps, I'm slinking off. I'll see you all.
Yeah.
If not, but I'm
I'm off
chatting
as well.
before. I'll see you on Monday. or
Monday.
Tuesday, whatever day we do next week.
Okay. I'll catch you
See you in
later.
a bit.
Thanks,
See you
Alex.
on- guys.
And as always, I'm having a giveaway if you want to join for some free Steam games in the Twitch chat. Just !play. First and last place will win some form of CD key for Steam. Give it a few minutes, make sure everyone's in that wants to be in, and then we shall go. But we've got 5 people in so far. Shall see who can win some fabulous prizes. Well, I say fabulous prizes. There's some prizes. I'm not too sure if the games are fabulous or not. We shall have to see.
I need to, for meta knowledge, Mr. Mo.
Yes.
Am I at a stage where I should probably be getting like medium armor or something? Because I'm still naked.
Can you get armor though?
You
I
can,
can
but
use-
you
I can use
lose,
medium.
You lose bonuses because whatever your Dex modifier is and your Constitution modifier adds to your Constitution. You look at your unarmored defense talent.
Yeah.
If
While you are not wearing any armor, your armor class equals 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your constitution modifier.
yeah, so you'd
So,
lose
as
your
in, like-
Dex and mod Constitution,
Yeah,
but you'd gain
but-
whatever medium armor you was wearing.
So I was thinking if I'm getting rid of the.
So it all depends. Just bear with me, stream. I'll just do this race and then I'll sort you out, Joe. So we'll. Oh, Wilkins has just joined. Just in time, we shall start the countdown and get the mobiles on the way.
So I've got my headset cut out. Yeah, if I get rid of this AC ring,
Well,
Gonna be-
I'll have a look in that. Just going to do the race and then I'll sign off the stream and then I can look into it for you, buddy.
okay, cool. Sorry.
Oh, it is. And what off? These marbles go. Funky little D20s for the subscribers. Normal marbles for everyone else. Meow. Oh,
They
they're
look like
decent.
footballs to me.
It does look like a weird football. As we're going round the funnel of doom, we've got a Logipois. He's in the lead, clicking on them heads
It's got his face from
from Twitch.
Twitch. Although he's got a giant beard now.
Oh, Logipois, he's way out ahead.
Is it bigger than mine?
I don't know. I've not seen it recently,
He's-
but I
he's
do
just-
believe he's been.
Yeah,
I believe
he
he's
said
been
it's a big one,
cultivating.
but it has not been
cultivating
seen.
the world's largest beard.
Logipois still in first place, but Straz is slowly catching him. Captain Erasmus is at the back, bringing up the rear. Can anyone catch up to Logipois?
I doubt it.
He's
Logi.
going through the bouncers. Oh, he's collided.
Oh,
He's slowed right down. Does that mean Straz can come in and take the lead? Logipoint's holding on. He's holding on for dear life. Oh, he skillfully dodges the second pillars. I think so far he's got it. Straz still trying to gain on him. Oh, Logipoint sneaks through the The other pillars, no damage whatsoever. He's on a roll. Look at him go. As we're coming down to the final bit, there's just the colander to go. Oh, but Straz right on his heels. It's all to play for still at the front. Oh, Logipop gets an early dunk, and he's first. Straz coming in second. We've got Dr. Shed circling the drain, and he's through. And it looks like Captain Erasmus is bringing up the rear. He's going to also win a game, as well as the old Logipop. And there we go. Excitement all round. I shall message your Steam keys on Twitch as soon as I finish the stream. Well, it was a pretty good one. It was a bit tricky. That creature was a bit of a dick. That's the issue when you come up against legendary creatures. They are very tricky, but the guys did want a better challenge, which I believe was given to them.
Can I have a little less mind control next time, please?
No, because he can read minds, so he knew that you were rubbish and that he could have your mind, so he had it.
It's not nice.
He did not go for someone like Wonders, who would have probably resisted it.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit, but these things happen. Let's have a quick look, see if anyone's online, to see if we can raid them. We'll raid Deadhead Draven. He's a good lad. And with that, I shall catch you all later. So probably next Monday. If not, I'll be doing a quick stream beforehand with the old content anyway. So thanks a lot for tuning in, and we shall see you there.
Good stream.